6'6", 200 in his 8th season from Kentucky, averaging 27 points, just under 8 assists in the playoffs. Alongside Lou Dort, 6'4", 222 in his 7th year from Arizona State, averaging 5 points, 2 boards in the postseason. In the front court tonight, it'll be Cason Wallace who gets the start, his 2nd of this series, 6'4", 200, his 3rd year from Kentucky, averaging 8 points, 3 rebounds, over 2 steals per game in the playoffs. Alongside Chet Holmgren, 7'1", 213 in his 3rd year from Gonzaga, averaging 15 points, 8 rebounds, just under a block and a half per game in the playoffs. The man in the middle, Isaiah Hartenstein, 7 feet, 267 in his 8th year from Germany, averaging 9 points, 8 rebounds in the playoffs. Mark Daigneault, the head coach of the Thunder, 15-13, including the postseason lifetime against the Spurs. Our officials for tonight's game is an experienced crew. The crew chief, Mark Davis, in his 28th season. The referee, John Goebel, in his 19th year. The umpire, Josh Tibbett, in his 16th season. The alternate is Mitchell Irvin. Back at the replay center in Secaucus is Nick Bookert. Combined, this officiating crew has ref 468 playoff games coming into these playoffs and 45 games in the NBA Finals. Spurs tonight are in their icon blacks. Black jerseys, black shorts, silver and white trim, white letters, white numbers across the back. Spurs 19-5 in the regular season and playoffs combined in the black jerseys. That is their best winning percentage of any jersey that they have worn this year. And the Oklahoma City Thunder also in their icons tonight. The icon blues with orange and black trim, white letters, white numbers across the back, 8-2 in the icon blues in these playoffs. This is the 160th Game 7 in NBA history. It's the 5th Game 7 this postseason, which ties a record going back to 2016. Spurs are seeking their first NBA Finals berth since 2014. The home teams 117-42 in Game 7s all time. Spurs will move left to right across your radio dial here from our broadcast position in the Paycom Center in the opening half. And alongside our on-site engineer, Britt Lockhart, statistician Avery Schneider, I'm Dan Weiss as we get you set for what hopefully will be 48 minutes of theater and thrilling basketball for a spot in the NBA Finals. As the veteran Mark Davis, who ref game number 3 of this series, will throw it up, and away we go as the Spurs control the opening tap into the game's first possession. As De'Aaron Fox will walk it up the floor here for the Spurs. Spurs got out to a 9-2 start in game number 6, hit 3 threes right off the bat, led wire to wire in a 118-91 win Thursday night at the Frost Bank Center. First touch for Victor Wembanyama. Bounces off Hartenstein, pull-up mid-range jumper off the window's good. And a good start for the Spurs and Victor Wembanyama, who's able to absorb the contact from Hartenstein and place it off the window and in. Cason Wallace out top, dribbling the basketball, which is a little bit of a change, is not putting it in the ball of Shai Gilgeous-Alexander's hands. The Spurs come away with a steal as Holmgren had his pocket picked. Castle Euro steps, kick out as he's fouled, and the foul will be whistled on the floor. Fouls on Lou Dort, his first, the first team foul. Spurs will take it out on the side. In wins in this series, Victor Wembanyama has averaged 34 points. In the losses, he's averaged 22. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander in the wins has averaged just under 30 points. And in the losses, he's averaged 19. Castle with Victor rolling, the kick-out pass deflected out. And it'll remain Spurs ball, 12 on the shot clock. Opening minute here in OKC. Spurs on top 2-0. Already forced a turnover here. Spurs activity in the last few games of this series has been on high alert. Devin Vassell, right side, 6 on the shot clock. Vassell attacking, getting down to the block. Baseline jumper is up and good. And the Spurs have started the game 2-2. And you can hear the cheers of the Spurs fans off to our right a little bit here early on. Spurs up 4. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander now with the ball in his hands. Cut off on the baseline, out to Dort, right side, around the horn. Chet Holmgren with a step. Pull up baseline jumper right side is good for Chet Holmgren. He struggled in this series, although he does have back-to-back double-doubles, averaging 11.7 rebounds. Castle at the other end goes up strong and lays it in. And the Spurs, perfect from the field to start, lead at 6-2. Dort around to SGA, right side. Flips past Castle, attacks the paint. Had it knocked off his knee, it looked like, out of bounds. We're going to say last touched by the Spurs. Thunder will keep possession here at 14 seconds on the shot clock. as Wallace will inbound. As it started the game, 3 of 3. They shot 46% in game number 6. Got off to a roaring start, though, in the first quarter, knocking down 8 3-pointers. SGA out of the shot clock, guarded by Vassell, right side. Shot clock at 8. Gilgeous-Alexander backing it in. Step back jumper from the foul line. It's good. And that is the shot making that this crowd is hopeful SGA can execute here tonight. He shot 55% of the regular season. 6-4 our score. Wembanyama with the ball. Victor attacking. Bounce pass. Castle underneath. Lays it up and in. And there's high-low from the opposite. Victor Wembanyama finds Castle down below the baseline. And the Spurs have started 4-4 from the field, on top 8-4. Hartenstein hands it off to Holmgren. Chet Holmgren attacking, now floats it up over Wembanyama and doesn't get the roll. The offensive rebound, though, out of Fox's hands and into the hands of Cason Wallace. SGA to Lou Dort, lets Champagnie fly by, pulls up, right wing 3, air ball. Spurs hopeful that are the kind of shots that will be taken by the role players tonight for OKC. That is the second miss of the game for either team. Spurs have hit their first 4 from the field to start. 9:20 to go. Spurs by 4 early. 8-4. Victor Wembanyama between his legs. Right side. Hooks up. Now trying to get it back from Vassell. He does. He slams it down on the head of Chet Holmgren. On the give and go, Victor to Devin. And back to Big Vic as he throws it down. And Victor up to 4. And the Spurs on top by 6. 10-4. Gilgeous-Alexander left side. Cut off on the baseline. Out of the double. Lays it out top. Dort straight away 3. That one's up. That's no good either. He's missed his last 2. Wembanyama brings down the rebound. 10-4. Spurs by 6. Victor high stepping all the way down the floor. Kick out Vassell. Left corner 3. No good. Came up short. Deep rebound taken down by SGA on the right side. That's the first miss of the game for the Spurs after hitting their first 5 inside the line. Gilgeous-Alexander to Dort in the left corner. Bouncing off of Fox on the baseline. Gives it out to Hartenstein. Had it knocked away by Wembanyama. Victor picks it up. And Victor nearly lost it as he goes after it. Hits the deck. And a foul called on Cason Wallace with the pressure. The fans don't like the call made by John Goebel across the floor. Second team foul. Both have been called against the Thunder here early. Alex Caruso checking into the game for Lou Dort. And this has been the move for Mark Daigneault, an early sub of Alex Caruso after about 3.5 minutes for Lou Dort, who really hasn't played much in this series. We're just like an anchor to the starting 5 for OKC for some consistency. Gasol brings it up. Screen from Wembanyama. Steph into the paint. Right side pulls up at the elbow. Jumper short. And the rebound taken down by Hartenstein. And the Spurs have missed their last 2. Here's SGA. Trying to go to work here on Champagnie up top. Gilgeous-Alexander cutting into the paint. Stops. Spots Hartenstein. Pop a shot on the baselines around and good. Isaiah Hartenstein, who's second in the NBA in field goal percentage at 65% with his first 2 points of the game. 10-6. Spurs by 4 with the basketball. 7:45 to go. First quarter. Wembanyama with the dribble. Right side of the hash marks. Hands it off to De'Aaron Fox. Fox between his legs. Fox pulls up, right wing 3. Got it!
Bucket!
De'Aaron hits the strings. And
we like to call those 3-pointers down yonder.
Fox going after he had 5 points in 26
Fox
minutes.
Is a max player. He needs to get going tonight.
6. Gilgeous-Alexander on the baseline, threw it away. Fox stepped in front, took it away, and now attacks. Spot Champagnie to Victor underneath De'Aaron. Extra pass, Vassell for 3. No good. Excellent ball movement by the Spurs. Devin unable to can the uncontested jumper. 13-6, Spurs by 7. Almost 5 minutes gone, opening quarter. Gilgeous-Alexander left side between his legs. Gets past Fox into the paint, pulls up with the right hand. Shot is good. Gilgeous-Alexander's second field goal, 13-8. Fox pushing, spot Champagnie. Left wing 3. Yes, sir! JC for 3. And Julian Champagnie knocks down the second 3 of the game for the Spurs. And they've got their largest lead of 8 here early, 16-8. Caruso stripped to the ball. Spurs defense forcing turnovers. Vassell coast to coast, high off the glass. No! Castle, the follow-up slam. And a timeout, Mark Daigneault. And the Spurs have their first double-digit lead of the game. 18-8, 11-2 in these playoffs when leading by 10 or more. As we take you to the SWBC timeout. 6:33 to go in the opening quarter. Excellent start for the Spurs. On top early here at OKC. Spurs Radio, Game 7 of the Western Conference Finals continues in a moment.
Appreciate y'all hanging out with me. Hey, good to see you. Real quick, De'Aaron Fox needs to lead San Antonio, or at least be the second leading scorer tonight in this ball game. De'Aaron Fox has done jack to nothing. De'Aaron Fox is becoming a max player starting next year for San Antonio. He needs to earn that money. He needs to earn that money tonight, because this is why he wanted to be traded to San Antonio. He got his wish to be traded to San Antonio February 2025. Potoi think he knows a lot. It's because I do. Anyway, De'Aaron Fox tonight needs to look like a max player. Because I promise you this. Remember when Luka got traded? Once that happened, anybody can get traded. Anybody. Even De'Aaron Fox, before his max contract gets kicked in. I'm just saying. It's supposed to be a commercial break. I needed to get that in first. Potoi. Come on, De'Aaron Fox. Better show your ass tonight, bro.
Season is presented by ADLYBING. 6:33 to go opening quarter. Spurs on top by 10 with a picture-perfect start here at the Paycom Center, 18-8. Mentioned going to break. Spurs in these playoffs 11-2 when leading by double digits. 53-14 in the regular season. The Thunder down by 10 or more in these playoffs, and this has been the only series that they've been down 10 or more. 1-3. That one win coming when they came from 15 down to start game number 3 at the Frost Bank Center. Let's check in for the first time tonight with Carl Schoening. He's back at the Spurs Radio Net Center.
Dan, a couple things. Early on, it feels like the refs are letting these two teams play physical, and I like the Spurs' chances if both teams are allowed to play physical defense. But the other big thing early on is that the Spurs have forced 4 turnovers, and all were live ball turnovers, as the team has 4 steals, and generating those extra possessions will be huge tonight.
2 steals for De'Aaron Fox, who's also knocked down a 3. And a steal apiece for Devin Vassell and Victor Wembanyama. And the possession battle is just so key. You really have to take care of the ball every single possession in a game number 7. And when it comes to possessions, if the Spurs can generate more possessions than the Thunder, it means they're winning the turnover battle, and likely means they're on their way to a Game 7 win. Substitutes for the Spurs for the first time. Luke Cornett is into the game at the 6:32 mark. Also into the game is Dylan Harper for the first time for the Spurs as well. Harper coming off 18 points in 22 minutes. Jared McCain into the game for the first time for OKC. Wallace, right wing 3, is off the back heel. Hartenstein, offensive rebound. He's done that a lot in the series. McCain dials up the left wing 3. No, another offensive rebound. Wallace gives it back to McCain, streaking baseline to the right side, hands to Caruso. Skip pass to Wallace, left wing 3. He's good. Jason Wallace shooting 47%
Bucket
from downtown.
It's going to be a classic basketball game.
He's now 14
Game
of 29.
7.
18-11. Castle off to Vassell. He rises right wing 3. That's good. Devin Vassell drains the triple.
Bucket.
And the Spurs have started 3 of 5 from downtown, back up by 10. Caruso attacking Cornett, lays it up and in. Spurs won the non-Victor minutes on Thursday night, plus 14. But for the series, they're minus 37 when Victor has gone off. Castle, right side, getting down to the block. Bounces off of SGA. Goes up, scores, and he's fouled. Steph Castle, a man of the here early.
For real.
Points. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander called for his first and an and-1 coming up.
Grown man basketball in the paint, off the glass. Bro, straight hooping tonight.
Castle, who has taken 5 shots, all within pretty much a few feet of the rim. He did have 1 shot at the elbow that came up short, but everything else, all his makes have been underneath.
Hey, I got good energy tonight. Beg my pardon, but Game 7, I got to bring it too.
completes the three-point play the old-fashioned way. He's averaging 18 points and just under 8 assists in this series. Spurs by 11, 24-13. Hartenstein up top, hands to Gilgeous-Alexander. Spots Hartenstein on the pocket pass. His deflection underneath, knocked away. Big steal of the game for the Spurs. Back the other way, D. Harp to Castle, to Vassell, left corner. Devin attacking, underneath, spot Champagnie, corner pocket three. Yes, sir!
Bucket!
Save for 3 more.
Bro!
And the Spurs by 2 touchdowns here early. 27-13. 5 minutes to go first quarter. Wallace, right side, back out to McCain. McCain trying to bounce off Champagnie, nearly lost it, recovers, lays it up right hand for 2. Switching hands to Jared McCain, who's averaging 13 points in the series, 27-15. D. Harp with a basketball, the logo, left-hand dribble now around Caruso. In the paint, back out to Champagnie, right side, Castle. He rises for 3, that's off the mark. Deep rebound taken by Caruso. Numbers for the Thunder. Gilgeous-Alexander attacking, skips it out. McCain, right wing 3, that's good. Timeout, Mitch Johnson.
Bucket! Hey, we're hooping tonight. This is my type of basketball.
And what was a 27-13 lead, now 27-18. 4:24 to go in quarter number 1. And a good one brewing here early in Lower Bricktown in OKC. Spurs 27, Thunder 18. This is Spurs Radio.
Hey, this is my type of game. Hey, like I was saying, all that physicality is cool, but let's get out of here and hoop. Your best against my best. No place better than a Game 7. Potoi. Commercial break.
Nothing run for the Thunder and a 9-point game with the Spurs on top, 27-18, 4:24 remaining first quarter. Early look at the Bet365 stats. Spurs have started 11 of 16, almost equating their start in game number 6. 68% from the field, 4 of 7 from downtown. Maybe most importantly, though, they've got Oklahoma City's number when it comes to picking pockets. 5 steals, 5 turnovers, good for 7 points off those turnovers. Steph Castle, 9 early points pace the Spurs. The Thunder are shooting just as well, just not winning the possession battle with those 5 turnovers. 8 of 13, 2 of 6 from downtown. And the Thunder have been led by 5 off the bench from Jared McCain. Our Spurs history tonight presented by Fanatics. This is the 12th Game 7 all time for the Spurs. 4-7 in Game 7s and 1-7 on the road. Their last 2, 2019 in the first round, a loss in Game 7 in the opening round against the Denver Nuggets, and in 2015, a loss as well in the opening round against the LA Clippers. The Thunder, meanwhile, 4-0 in Game 7s all time in Oklahoma City. They are 9-0 after a loss over their last 2 postseason runs. And it's the Spurs up 9 here, 27-18. 4 minutes and change remaining in the first quarter. Keldon Johnson enters the game for the first time, and Victor Wembanyama is back in as well. Castle hounded out top by Caruso, brushes him up. Castle attacks, lets him fly by, puts it up, no. And the rebound underneath is off a shoe. Down on the deck for it is OKC's Jalen Williams. Digs it out. Chet Holmgren, he ran right into Keldon Johnson, who took it right out of his hands. And then another near steal. That ball's pinballing around, secured by McCain. Turnovers going both ways now. SGA puts it up, left wing, no, and a late whistle and a foul will send SGA to the free throw line. Foul is on Dylan Harper. That'll be his first, as the Spurs suffer their first turnover of the game. All the Thunder have turned it over uncharacteristically 6 times already in this first quarter. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has been held below 20 points in 2 of the last 3 games in this series. First free throw's up and good. His 15 points in game number 6, the lowest he'd scored in over 2 years. And this after going 140 consecutive games in the regular season and still counting with 20 or more points. And SGA only went to the free throw line 3 times in game number 6. Second free throw is good. 27-20, 3:49 remaining here in quarter number 1. As Dylan Harper brings it up the floor, the chance to defense from the home crowd. D. Hart between his legs, right side. Out to his left here as he switched on to Caruso. Shot clock at 10. Harper again between his legs, spotting Wembanyama, guarded by Jalen Williams. Victor sweeps through, now pulls up inside the arc. Jumper overshot it, and the rebound saved by SGA. Ahead to McCain on the left side. Jared McCain gives it back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Between his legs, behind his back, off to McCain, right side. On the move, McCain nearly lost it. Will kick it back out to Gilgeous-Alexander. 9 on the shot clock. Guarded by Fox. Step back 3 on the way. Off the heel. Jalen Williams, another offensive rebound. That has been the Thunder's strength here in the first quarter. Offensive rebounds. That is 4 of them already. Williams will pull up for 3. Right wing. No good off the front of the iron. They are 2 of 8 from downtown, though, to start. Not enjoying the success like they've had here at home so far. Nearly a turnover. Devin didn't see the pass, able to catch it. Right elbow, he'll pull up for the jumper. It's no good, coming off the rim. Williams brings down the rebound. Spurs have gone a little cold here. Thunder on a 7-0 run. McCain left wing 3. In and out. Holmgren offensive rebound. Puts it back up, but before the shot, foul on the floor. Called by Josh Tibbetts. Alan Keldon Johnson's his first. Second team foul against the Spurs. As Kenrich Williams, who's been an important part of the Thunder rotation in the last few games in the absence of Jalen Williams, J-Dub, who's
definitely appreciate y'all hanging out with me. Saturday Night Hoops, Game 7.
J-Dub played just minimal minutes in game number 6 and was very ineffective. Gilgeous-Alexander spotting Holmgren on the high-low, runs into Wembanyama, out to Williams, right wing 3, short. And the loose one grabbed off the deck by Victor. Laying the outlet on the right side, here's De'Aaron Fox. Fox pushing to Vassell. Nearly fumbled it, gets it to Harper. Harper baseline, spins on Williams, cut off. Harper scoops it up, right hand for 2, that was pretty. Dylan Harper kind of stuck in no man's land, made something out of nothing. Snaps a 7-0 run, pushes the Spurs lead back to 9. First points of the game for D. Harp. Under 2 minutes to go, first quarter. Gilgeous-Alexander trying to bank it in, was looking for contact, no whistle. Here come the Spurs. Vassell attacking, bouncing off McCain, lays it up, no, but he's fouled. Fouls on Jared McCain, that'll be his first. That's the 4th foul on the Thunder. Thunder fans wanted to know where the call was for their superstar on the other end of the floor. No whistle on the drive by Gilgeous-Alexander. It'll send Devin Vassell to the free throw line. Vassell shooting 80% in these playoffs. In this series, 12 of 14. In many ways, the unsung hero for the Spurs in the postseason as he sinks the first free throw. Devin has been doing it in just a variety of ways as Harper is out and Julian Champagnie is back in the game. In addition to just his consistent scoring of about 13, 14 points a night, Devin has also giving you 24 steals and 15 blocks. 6 of those blocks have come in this series alone, including a statement one on Chet Holmgren in game number 6. That was in that third quarter onslaught. Vassell sinks a pair, and the Spurs push the lead back to double digits once again. 31-20, minute 45 remaining first quarter. Last 4 belong to the Spurs. Gilgeous-Alexander started the game 2 of 4. Right side running into Keldon Johnson. Gilgeous-Alexander looking, he'll get it back out to McCain. Around to Williams, left side. Williams into the paint. Spots Holmgren to the right corner. Sidesteps Johnson. Good closeout. Back to Caruso. Shot clock at 2. Caruso has got a fire over Fox. 3 is off the front of the rim. And the rebound taken by Wembanyama. The outlet to the left side, Vassell. Devin attacking, spinning on SGA. Underneath, spots Fox. Out to Johnson. Around the horn, and Champagnie threw it away. One pass too many as Victor was moving to the basket. And Champagnie threw it into the front row. Second turnover against the Spurs. What was a very poised start to this game for the Spurs is all of a sudden start to be infected perhaps with some jitters a little bit here. Steph Castle's coming back into the game. Keldon Johnson will depart. Castle, a game high 9 points on 4 of 7 shooting here in this first quarter. As McCain walks it up the floor with 65 seconds to go in the opening quarter. Hartenstein's back in the game as well for Holmgren. He hands it off Gilgeous-Alexander left side. Shot clock at 10 into the double. Down low to Hartenstein. Left block out to Caruso. Left wing 3. No good. Rebound tipped up and in by Kenrich Williams. They have got 6 offensive rebounds for 5 second chance points. Thunder have missed their last 6 from downtown though. 31-22. Fox kick out. Harrison Barnes into the game for the first time. Wembanyama, as he lost it on the way up, and he gets a whistle across the floor from John Goebel. And he'll get a pair of free throws. Mark Daigneault is animated with John Goebel here. And they want Mark to challenge this to the Thunder bench, and he's going to challenge. He's animated over a missed call at the other end, but they're going to challenge this foul on Victor, or against Victor Wembanyama, that is. And a technical foul has been assessed to Mark Daigneault by the crew chief, Mark Davis.
Not smart in the game 7.
So Mark Davis will
not smart.
Straighten everything out. He's given a technical to Mark Daigneault. And a challenge taken as well by the Thunder.
OKC has called a timeout to initiate the coach's challenge on the foul assessed Hartenstein.
All right, so challenge on the foul that was assessed on Isaiah Hartenstein on the shot by Victor Wembanyama. Mark Daigneault also assessed a technical foul by the crew chief, Mark Davis. A 9-point game, 31-22 here. As we hold things right here, the Thunder on challenges in these playoffs are 7-4. Mark Davis will take a look at it here with the crew. It has been interesting start here to game number 7. As the Spurs find themselves up here by 9 early, and you start to wonder as game 7s progress, particularly as the home crowd gets more animated, gets louder. This veteran officiating crew, which to their credit in game number 3, gave 33 free throws to the home team, the Spurs, and 33 free throws to the road team, the Thunder. Having said that, though, the third quarter featured a bevy of fouls and was played in 50 minutes. Back in game number 3 at the Frostbank Center. Right now, the Spurs going to control the controllables here. Here's the call.
Determined that Wembanyama illegally contacted the face of Hartenstein prior to the contact to his chest. Therefore, this is a successful challenge. An offensive foul will be assessed to Wembanyama. They will get their timeout back, and they have an additional challenge. During the timeout, Coach Daigneault will assess a technical foul. Anybody in the game at the time of the tech will be allowed to shoot.
Okay, so Mark Davis cleaning everything up right there. A defensive foul from Hartenstein changed to an offensive foul on Victor Wembanyama, which is his first. A third turnover as well against the Spurs. But a technical foul on Mark Daigneault, and I mean, he was livid with the referee, John Goebel, there after the foul that was called. And now Mark Daigneault with a word for the umpire, Josh Tibbin, as Victor Wembanyama will go to the free throw line here. Wembanyama hears the boos. as he sinks the free throw. Victor at 88% in these playoffs, and now 47 of 51 in this series. Harrison Barnes, we mentioned before, he's in the game. Happy birthday, Harrison. 34 years of age. It's the second time he's playing a Game 7 on his birthday. He's one of 7 players that have played and won a Game 7 on their birthday. Harrison did it 10 years to the day against these Thunder while playing for Golden State, 2016. 9 seconds on the shot clock. Jared McCain attacking, scoops it up high off the rim. No offensive rebound. The loose ball foul on Steph Castle underneath. First foul on Castle. That's the first foul in the last 2 minutes on the Spurs. Thunder will take it side out. 14 on the shot clock. Spurs by 10, 32-22. 22.5 seconds remaining. 8-second difference. Game clock and shot clock. Hartenstein hands it off Cason Wallace. Wallace, left elbow. Picks it up, kicks it back out. McCain, straightaway threes. Good. Jared McCain's second three of the game. 32-25. Spurs can hold the last possession. Up by 7. McCain has got a Thunder high 8 points here. Wembanyama with under 10. Between his legs against Hartenstein. Wembanyama, bounce pass Fox. Left corner three. Off the front of the iron. Rebound Wallace. 2 seconds. 1. Wallace launches the deep shot. Just wide right. Now 5 feet behind half court, and that is how the first quarter comes to an end. And if the first 12 minutes is any indication, we are in for a barn burner here tonight in OKC. 32-25, Spurs on top by 7. Stephon Castle, 9 first quarter points. Jared McCain, 8 first quarter points off the bench as the Spurs head to the second up 7. 12 minutes down, 36 to play. Game 7 of the Western Conference Finals. Spurs Radio from OKC continues in a moment. Quarter in the books here in Oklahoma City. Spurs win that first quarter, 32-25. A couple of themes developing here early. Spurs shooting the ball well, particularly from deep, like they did in game number 6. Also, their defensive activity has been outstanding with 6 steals in the game, forcing 6 turnovers. But at the other end, it's been the offensive rebounding, which has been the story for OKC with 7 first quarter offensive rebounds. And Jared McCain, one of those role players that we talked about, knocking down a couple of threes and 8 points. The overall Bet365 stats after one half, the Spurs shooting 57% overall, 50% from downtown, but have been out-rebounded 15-6. Like we said, though, winning the possession battle and forcing 6 turnovers to this point. 9 first quarter points for Stephon Castle. As for the Thunder, 41% from the field, just 3 of 14 from downtown, and 8 points off the bench for Jared McCain to pace all OKC players. Thunder have the ball as we begin the second quarter. Spurs begin with Wembanyama, Castle, Dylan Harper, Harrison Barnes, and Julian Champagnie. Gilgeous-Alexander attacking, brushes off Wemby, right elbow jumper is good. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, his third field goal, 2 free throws gives him 8 points, and it's a 5-point game after the Spurs led by 14, 27-13. Castle, right side, Wemby rolling to the bucket, out to Harper, straightaway 3, yes sir, D-Harp points
Yes,
a finger
sir,
to the sky,
Bob.
and the Spurs have knocked down 5 from downtown.
Let's go.
Harper's got 5 of the game, 35-27. Gilgeous-Alexander, left side of the logo, screen from Hartenstein, attacks, steps back into the baseline, pocket pass, Hartenstein scoops it out to Caruso, straightaway 3, in and out. Those are the shots that were going down for him in the first 3 games at home in this series, and they haven't gone down tonight. And a loose ball foul called in OKC. It's on Isaiah Hartenstein, it's his first. And the first team foul against either side here in the second quarter.
He just got to keep shooting them. They're going to start falling.
Back into the game for Oklahoma City. Dylan Harper walking it up the floor, screen from Barnes, mean screen, sets Harper loose, bouncing off a Holmgren, skips it back out to Castle, 10 on the shot clock right side. Castle over to Wembanyama, Victor, he'll pull up, no, spots Barnes underneath inside, Barnes cut off by Holmgren, out to Castle, right wing 3, in and out. Rebound taken down low by McCain. Victor had an open look, passed it off to Barnes, who was kind of caught in no man's land with Holmgren protecting the rim. 13 on the shot clock now is Caruso. Left side, watched by Champagnie, gives it off to Hartenstein. Hartenstein with a handoff to Holmgren. Holmgren back out top, McCain, 5 to shoot. McCain down to the left block, steps to the baseline. Jumper is no good. Weak side rebound is Castles, but a loose ball foul called on Victor Wembanyama will be his second. Two fouls for Wembanyama, first team foul against the Spurs. Spurs lead it by 8, 35-27. 10:20 remaining here in this opening half after the Spurs put 32 on the board in quarter number 1. Inbound to Wallace. Guarded by Champagnie. Wallace attacking the bucket. Scoops it off to Hartenstein. Floater over Wembanyama's good. That high arcing floater from Isaiah Hartenstein, about as deadly as a shot against Victor Wembanyama, might be the only one in this league who can do it the way he can. Dylan Harper left side. On the high low to Castle underneath. Skips it out to Barnes. Right corner 3. No good. Champagnie with a weak side rebound with a push off on Julian. It'll be a loose ball foul, and we're going the other way. Champagnie picks up his first, second team foul against the Spurs. Under on a 16-8 run since it was 27-13 Spurs. Now 35-29. 2 minutes and change gone by in the second quarter. Caruso, bounce pass, Hartenstein, and it poked away, and then off a Castle who couldn't secure it out of bounds. The Spurs nearly came up with their 7th steal already in this first quarter. As Luke Cornett was coming over to the scorer's table, now he's walking back here. Aaron Fox will check in for Dylan Harper, and Carter Bryant going to come in for Harrison Barnes. Castle's going to come out here for D. Hart. All right, Wembanyama staying on with the 2 fouls here. Caruso will inbound just to the left of his coach, Mark Dagnall. Jason Wallace between his legs, watched by Fox, right side McCain. McCain, free throw line. McCain, he'll pull up, right elbow jumper, too strong. No, gets the friendly roll as it dropped off the heel and came back.
Those count too. Bucket.
McCain, first player in double figs. He's got 10. It's a 4-point game.
Let's go, guys.
31. Fox gets past Caruso in the paint, pulls up left hand for 2. De'Aaron Fox.
De'Aaron
5
Fox,
points in the first
max
half,
player.
his output
Need to
from
step
the
up tonight.
of Game 6. Wallace, left corner. Hounded by Harper. Wallace nearly walked. Managed to keep possession. Gets it back to Hartenstein. Little floater from the left wing. That hit the side of the rim and fell off. And the rebound taken by Dylan Harper on the weak side. D. Harp spots Wembanyama, rising right wing three. Wee-wee! Victor Wembanyama hits the triple.
Bro.
Timeout, Mark Dagnall.
What are we
Victor's
doing
first
out
three
here?
in the game, and he's got 8 points in the first half.
Big shot
and the
making.
Spurs in the last 5 push the
Timeout.
lead back to 9. 40-31. 8:57 to go until halftime. Spurs Radio. Game 7 of the Western Conference Finals continues in a moment. To go second quarter. Spurs on top by 9, 40-31. Stay 10 seconds for station identification. This is Spurs Radio.
News Radio 1200 WOAI, San Antonio's breaking news, traffic, and weather.
So for the first 15 minutes and 3 seconds of this game, the Spurs have led wire to wire. And it started with a shot by Victor Wembanyama. We have not been tied. And the Spurs have not relinquished the lead here in the face of this hostile Paycom Center crowd. Let's check in with Carl Schoening of the Spurs Radio Net Center.
Dan, one of the keys to victory that I talked about in the pregame show was the Spurs' ability to knock down three-pointers. So far, so good. 6 of 12 from behind the three-point line, and they've also limited OKC to 3 of 14 shooting from deep. But the big thing will be grabbing those defensive rebounds. 6 offensive rebounds had led to 10 points for OKC in the early goings.
Yeah, that's keeping the Thunder in the game right now, those 10 second chance points. And the other hustle stats right now, pretty even when you take a look at it. Spurs and Thunder have each scored 14 apiece in the paint. And the Spurs, 7 fast break points to 5 for the Thunder. Luke Cornett back into the game here for the Spurs. Spurs were a -1 in Luke's 2 minutes in his first rotation back in the first quarter here. He's out there with Carter Bryant, Julian Champagnie, De'Aaron Fox, and Dylan Harper. Jared McCain brings it up, guarded by Bryant. Right side, handed off Cason Wallace. Wallace out top, watched by Champagnie. And, McCain hit the deck. Dylan Harper might have got away with a push. McCain with it back, 5 seconds. Picks up the dribble out to Caruso. In the paint, goes up with the left hand, left it short, right to Williams. Puts it up and in right before the shot clock expires. Unfortunate break there for the Spurs. Jalen Williams gets his first 2 points, 40-33. 8:24 remaining until halftime. Fox out top's got to orchestrate the offense here. Fox kick out. Carter Bryant left corner, back out top. Champagnie. Give it back to Bryant, and now into the hands of De'Aaron. De'Aaron, he'll pull up straight away 3. In and out. Cornett going for the offensive rebound, was held by Holmgren, no call. Rebound taken by Cason Wallace. Wallace crossing up Harper. He'll pull up left wing 3. That's off the side of the rim and out of bounds. The ball will go back over to the Spurs. The Thunder are 3 of 15 from downtown in this game. They were 10 of 40 in game number 6. In the last game here at the Paycom Center, they were 14 of 32 at 43%. Overall, in these playoffs, Oklahoma City is shooting 34% from downtown. The Spurs are actually shooting worse, 32% in this series, but have started 6 of 13 tonight. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander back in with Victor sitting right now. Fox attacking to the left elbow, back out to Devin Vassell back in the game. Fox splitting into the paint, lost it, comes over to Harper, 8 to shoot. Harper going up strong and met at the rim by Holmgren, and Holmgren with a block. Back the other way, Caruso from SGA into the body of Cornette, lays it up, no good, and Caruso fighting for it, but it ends up back in Carter Bryant's hands. Spurs go the other way. Bryant going downhill, lays it up, and gets the roll. Carter Bryant continuing with the play, gets rewarded for his hustle as he lays it up and in. 42-33, Spurs by 9. Gilgeous-Alexander spinning on Fox, knocked out of his hands, but a foul called on De'Aaron. That'll be De'Aaron's first. They'll send Shai Gilgeous-Alexander back to the line. These are only the third and fourth free throws of the game for Oklahoma City here in the first quarter. And the Spurs have only taken 4 free throws. The 3 Spurs wins in this series, they have kept the Thunder below 20 free throw attempts. First free throw for SGA, in and out. A rare miss for him. It's only his 3rd miss of the series. He's now 54 for 57 from the line. Lou Dort back into the game. And Steph Castle back into the game for the Spurs. One more free throw coming for SGA. 8 points in the first half, 3 assists, 2 of 3 at the line. Second free throw, in and out. He missed a pair. Got to go back a long time to find the last time that Shai Gilgeous-Alexander went to the line and missed 2 in a row. 42-33. The high-low, Castle to Cornette, and he's fouled to the rim. Going up on the catch by Chet Holmgren. And it'll be 2 free throws for Luke. First foul on Holmgren. All 5 starters now in the books for a foul here for OKC. And Luke Cornette to the free throw line for the first time tonight. Cornette 75% so far in these playoffs at the stripe, 12 of 16. Going to push the Spurs lead back into double digits. First free throw's good. Cornette's minutes, as we talked about, are so vital. It allows Victor Wembanyama to get a breather. Victor right now, when he's been on the floor, the Spurs are a plus 10. Right now the Spurs even in the non-Victor minutes. Second free throw for Cornette is good as well. The Spurs back up by 11. They've led wire to wire to this point. 44-33, 5 minutes gone, second quarter. Wallace brings it up. Wallace handing it off to SGA. Gilgeous-Alexander sidesteps Carter Bryant. 3 on the way is good. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander knocking down only his 7th three-pointer of the series. And a timeout taken by the Spurs. We'll take one as well. 6:45 to go until halftime. 44-36. Spurs on top by 8. Spurs Radio. Game number 7 of the Western Conference Finals continues in a moment.
Stula King, I appreciate you, brother. I appreciate that. It's good to see you. Hey, trying to kick it up a notch, especially for the finals. Potoi, appreciate you, bro.
You win with the official playoff win giveaway thanks to Taco Palenque. Get a free Taco Palenque breakfast taco after every Spurs playoff home or away game win. Choose from potato and egg or bean and cheese. It's available from 6 to 9 a.m. at Taco Palenque locations in San Antonio, Austin, Laredo, El Paso, Eagle Pass, Corpus Christi, and across the Rio Grande Valley. Use the code SPURSWIN in the Taco Palenque app or in store. Limit 1 per guest per day. No purchase or game ticket necessary. Spurs by 8, 44-36, 6:45 to go here until halftime. Look at the Bet365 stats. Spurs still shooting it well, 55% from the field. They've only missed 13 shots tonight. 6 of 13 from downtown, winning the three-point line by 6. They've been doubled up in the rebounds by OKC, 18-9. 7 of those 18 rebounds for the Thunder coming on the offensive glass, where they've turned that into 12 second chance points. But the Spurs have turned the Thunder over 6 times, leading to 7 points off of turnovers. 9 points for Stephon Castle, 8 points for Victor Wembanyama, 7 points for Devin Vassell. The Thunder at 15 of 34 from the field for 44%, only 4 of 16 from downtown in the game. They've been led by 11 for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander and 10 off the bench for Jared McCain. Mentioned Oklahoma City, 4-0 at home in Game 7s. 2 of those came last year. One in the Western Conference semifinals. Here at home, they blew out the Nuggets by 32, 125-93. And, of course, Game 7 of the NBA Finals, they defeated a depleted Indiana Pacers team, 103-91. Game that Tyrese Halliburton tore his Achilles. Spurs the ball out of the timeout. Victor Wembanyama back in the game with a catch here. Left elbow extended. Jab step on Jalen Williams. Attacking, getting low. Reverse layup is around, no good. Rebound taken down by Holmgren to the outlet to SGA. Gilgeous-Alexander brings it up, picked up by Champagnie. Gilgeous-Alexander behind his back, crossing up Champagnie. Pass to Williams, baseline jumper, short. And the rebound off Wembanyama, and it'll stay Thunder basketball. I mean, every time you can get the ball out of SGA's hands, you feel like you're getting a win. Because even those mid-range elbow shots are usually automatic for Gilgeous-Alexander. You'd rather have Jalen Williams taking baseline jumpers. You got to secure the rebound, though. Wallace inbounding here to Williams. Now back Gilgeous-Alexander. Castle with the assignment here. Gilgeous-Alexander pulls up left elbow. No good. Good defense, but another offensive rebound. SGA splits through the defense, attacks and slams it down. Late rotation after
Hey,
SGA
that's a grown man bucket right there.
13
Bro.
is a game high for Gilgeous-Alexander, and the Spurs lead 6. Castle, right elbow, back to Wembanyama, around to Champagnie, left wing 3, too strong. Williams brings down the rebound. Outlet to Lou Dort. Dort up the left wing, streaking. Will hand it off here to Wallace, and around the horn they go back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Right side, again guarded by Champagnie. Gilgeous-Alexander between his legs, behind his back, crossing up Champagnie in the paint. Underneath, Holmgren goes up, slapped at by Champagnie. You can hear the slap all the way up here, and a foul. Chet Holmgren on the free throw line for a pair. Victor Wembanyama saying, do not challenge. We could hear the slap from Julian Champagnie all the way up here. Chet Holmgren will go to the free throw line. Holmgren, 18 to 22 in this series, 85% for the playoffs.
Come on, Chet.
44-38, Spurs by 6. First free throw for Holmgren's no good. So now they've missed the last 3 at the line, 2 of 5.
See, what happened was...
Field, or from the free throw line, rather.
Got to make free throws.
One more free throw coming for Chet. Talked about struggles of the All-NBA team member against the Spurs this season. That has continued in the playoffs as Holmgren misses another. That's 4 missed free throws by Oklahoma City.
And they two
4 points
superstars.
left on the table. Meanwhile, the entry pass to Wembanyama, and he's spotted and fouled by Jalen Williams. It'll be Williams' first. That's the third team foul on the Thunder. So we've had 7 fouls called in the quarter. We've had 15 fouls called combined in the game, and each team's had 6 free throws. Alex Caruso checking back in here for Cason Wallace. Reset the lineups: Harper, Castle, Champagnie, Vassell, and Victor Wembanyama. Castle calling for the ball. Will get it in from Harper. Guarded out top there by Dort. Castle. Dort hounding him. Castle getting down to the right block. Going up off the glass. No good. Rebound knocked out of bounds. They say last touch by the Spurs. John Goebel awards it to OKC. The Thunder providing good defense to the rim with the ball down by 6. Approaching 5 minutes to go until halftime. Gilgeous-Alexander crossing up Champagnie. Right elbow jumper. Gets the roll. It's interesting to see Julian Champagnie getting the defensive assignment on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. You wonder if they're trying to maybe keep Steph Castle out of some foul trouble here. Harper, left side of the elbow, will bring it back out. 13 on the shot clock. Right side Vassell. Going baseline. Devin reverse layup. Right to Castle off the miss. Puts it up and in. And Steph, the first Spur in double figs. He's got 11.
It's a good basketball game.
And it goes to Williams. Spotting Dort. Dort back to Williams. Puts it up and in. And no thanks for Lou Dort, but Jalen Williams bails him out. 4 points for Williams.
Straight hooping today.
4-point game. Harper out top. Hands to Wembanyama. Jab step with the right leg. Victor, 11 to shoot. Victor attacking. Victor puts it up looking for contact. No call. Offensive rebound. Harper. Back to Wemby. Reloads for 3. Off the front of the iron. Rebound ripped down on the weak side by Caruso. Thunder ball. Chet Holmgren. Gives it back off to Gilgeous-Alexander. Again guarded by Champagnie. Gilgeous-Alexander steps underneath Champagnie. Will now get it back from Jay Will. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, mid-range 18-footer is good. 46-44. Gilgeous-Alexander up to 17 here in the first half. 3:44 remaining. It's the closest it's been since it was 2-0. Harper, Wembanyama attacking in the paint. Floating it up and off the back iron. Williams brings down the rebound. Thunder can tie or take the lead on this possession. Gilgeous-Alexander looking here. Now Dylan Harper with the assignment. Double comes from Castle. To the left corner, Williams down to Caruso. Caruso maneuvers between his legs. 6 to shoot. Looking, he threw it away. He was trying to go to SGA. Lob pass. Wembanyama to Castle, and he's brought down by Caruso. And Castle's got to be restrained by Dylan Harper from going after Caruso. Dylan Harper literally went to the ground to prevent Steph Castle, I think, from maybe getting back up and getting back in the face of Alex Caruso. Spurs want this foul reviewed, and I think they will go take a look at it to see if it's going to be upgraded to meet the criteria for a flagrant foul.
Yeah, it's going to be close, but yeah.
It was a wind-up across the arm by Caruso. There was some follow-through in terms of Caruso wrapping up Castle and bringing him down to the floor.
He just didn't really go for the
I
ball.
think this is going to get upgraded to a flagrant penalty 1.
Yeah, he just didn't go for the basketball at all.
If he just slapped at the arm of Castle and let him go, then I think he would have gotten away with a common foul. But I believe the follow-through of bringing Steph to the ground is going to turn this into a flagrant penalty 1 on Alex Caruso. At least my amateur referee criteria with that opinion. Mark Davis with a quick look at it. Now here's the call.
Upon review, it has been determined that none of the criteria for a flagrant foul is met. Therefore, it is a common foul.
That's why I call myself an amateur referee. That's why you leave it to the pros to do it. I thought they might get him a little bit of a follow-through on bringing Steph down after the fact. That was where I thought some of the criteria would have been, but apparently not. All right, 2 shots for Castle here in a 2-point game, 46-44. Thunder starting to feed off the energy of the crowd here, as A 9-point game, 40-31 with 9 minutes remaining. And the Spurs only have 6.0 over the last 6 minutes. Castle will go to the line to try to change that. Steph, 1-1 at the line here tonight. His free throw for Castle is up and good. Castle's now 39 for 45 in this series. Spurs are number 3 in terms of free throw percentage in the NBA playoffs at over 80%. This was after shooting 78% as a team in the regular season when they were 12th overall in free throw shooting. One more free throw for Castle. Champagny checks out. Keldon Johnson back in. Castle splits the pair. 47-44 Spurs by 3. Thunder basketball. 3 minutes straight up remaining. Fox guarding Caruso out of the logo. Caruso looking. Bounce pass Gilgeous-Alexander guarded by Castle. Left elbow. Shea will pull up. Jumper is good. 19 in the first half for Gilgeous-Alexander.
Bucket.
11 from the field.
A grown man buckets right there, y'all.
From the two-time
Shit,
MVP
like
so
what's
far.
up with it?
Game. 47-46. Fox with Victor rolling. Fox left elbow, fadeaway jumper, good for De'Aaron Fox.
Bucket.
His third field goal.
That's what I'm talking about. Let's get it.
49-46.
Let's get it.
Spurs by 3, 2.5 remaining until halftime. Gilgeous-Alexander bouncing off the cell. Off Victor, hands to Dort. His jumper, no good. Offensive rebound, SGA. Back out top to Dort. His straightaway 3, good. Ties the game at 49. First time we've been
Bucket.
since 0-0. 49 all first points of the game.
Lou Dort, sorry ass.
Wembanyama. Back out top to Fox as we come upon 2 minutes remaining. Fox in the left wing here now on SGA. Screen Wembanyama to the right side. Fox with Victor rolling. Fox kick out. Johnson corner pocket 3, in and out. Rebound taken by Gilgeous-Alexander. Now the Thunder look for their first lead of the game. Thunder have outscored the Spurs by 13.
Fox should have shot that basketball. That should have been a jump shot. Free throw line.
Out of his hands to Williams. Now they're trying to deny Gilgeous-Alexander the ball. He'll finally get it with Castle guarding. The double comes into the hands of Williams. Free throw line. Jumper's good. And Oklahoma City's got their first lead of the
Bucket.
51. Jalen Williams with
Home
6.
court advantage.
1:25 remaining. This place is alive. Fox. The burst on Dort. Into the paint. Stutter step. Lost the ball on the way up. Holmgren has it. He's fouled by Keldon Johnson. And that'll put Chet Holmgren to the free throw line. And the momentum of this game has completely turned. In no small part because of the MVP, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, who's got 13 in the second quarter. But the Thunder offensive rebounding has really been the story of the first half. 9 offensive rebounds for 17 second chance points. That's 8 in the first quarter and 9 in the second quarter.
And keep in mind,
Chet Holmgren to the free
San
throw
Antonio
line.
got a dude that's 7'4". Come on,
They're 2 of
Victor.
6 of the line in this game.
Damn,
First
bro.
free throw for Holmgren's good. Oklahoma City has out-rebounded the Spurs in total 26-12. And again, it was a 40-31 Spurs lead with about 9 minutes remaining, and now Oklahoma City on a 21-9 run to grab their first lead of the night. Second free throw for Holmgren is good as well. OKC by 4, 53-49. And a 22-9 run here over the last 7 minutes. Fox with the ball. Flips past Dort. Wemby rolling. Fox. Johnson right side. Keldon runs into Victor. Shovels it back to Wemby. 10 to shoot. Victor. Jab step out of his hands. Looking for Vassell. Knocked out of bounds by Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, says Josh Tibbin across the floor. Spurs keep possession. 6 on the shot clock. Exactly a minute remaining in this first half. Inbounded to Castle. He's got to go. Castle into the paint. Castle kick out Johnson. Fox pulls the trigger. Left wing 3. Got it. De'Aaron Fox. 2
Bucket.
big threes in the
Telling
first
you,
half.
De'Aaron Fox
Second
need
score
to
in double
step
figures.
up.
He's got 10. It's a 1-point game. 53-52. Gilgeous-Alexander with the basketball. 45 seconds remaining. Gilgeous-Alexander now to the double team. That pass intended for Dort by him. Spurs create another steal. Lead pass. Castle lays it up. Right hand. No. Johnson. Follow-up slam. And just like that, the Spurs 5-0 run grab the lead back at 1. 54-53. Keldon Johnson's first 2 points of the game. 35 seconds. Thunder will look to go quickly on a 2-for-1. Caruso back into the paint, spins on Fox off the window, missed everything. Evan Vassell has it and says, slow down here. Thunder left themselves 4 seconds on the other side. Wembanyama out of the logo. Jalen Williams to the assignment. Standing 5 feet, sagging off behind Victor. Victor over to Vassell. Back to Wembanyama, left wing, 4 to shoot. Victor in the paint, ball fake, goes up, left hand off the glass for 2 for Victor Wembanyama. His 4th field goal, 10 points for him. Final 5 seconds of the half. Caruso, 2 seconds, puts it up for 3, no good. That's how the first half comes to an end. But the Spurs get the last 7 of that first half after going down 53-49. And it's the Spurs who take with them a 3-point lead to the locker room at the break. 56-53, 3 Spurs in double figures. Castle with a dozen, 10 apiece for Victor Wembanyama and De'Aaron Fox. And Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, 8 of 11 in that first half, and a game-high 19. Coming up at the half, Carl Schoening's got your halftime report. Take a look at first half scoring summary, stats, highlights, and analysis, and a whole lot more as Carl will take a look as well at the New York Knicks get ready for the opponent that they will face in the NBA Finals begin coming up next Wednesday. 24 minutes down, 24 to play. Game 7 of the Western Conference Finals. Spurs Radio continues in a moment.
Appreciate y'all sticking around, hanging out with me. Saturday night, West Side Finals. Hey, we finally got this already for the first half has been the best one out of the series. However, hit the like button for me. Obviously, I appreciate it. Let me tell you something. De'Aaron Fox, I've been harping on that. I know. Before I let you go, I've been harping on that. Look at the screen real quick. De'Aaron Fox, $37 million this year. This dude, he didn't force a trade. However, he requested a trade from the Sacramento Kings, and he wanted to go to San Antonio. Sacramento helped this bro get to where he wanted, and all that implies. Why am I bringing this up? He signed a 4-year extension, $229 million. It's on the screen in green. What also is on the screen is De'Aaron Fox's stat line in this series. And if you notice, if you look at the points, 15, granted he was injured a couple of games in this series, 15, 12, 9, 5. That's why you hear me harping on De'Aaron Fox needs to step up. This is basically the one max player on the San Antonio Spurs. Hey, we know Victor Wembanyama need to be playing better. Stephon Castle. We know the crew. Hey, De'Aaron Fox needs to be out here hooping tonight. Max player, this is max player money. Max player, it's on the screen. Fully guaranteed. Max player money. This is my Game 7 spotlight. I didn't get a chance to do this before the game. Just doing some other stuff, but this dude needs to come out and have a hell of a second half. Even if San Antonio loses this game, he needs to have a hell of a second half. Because let me tell you this. When they signed him, they didn't know what Harper was going to be. Really, they didn't have him yet. So you got a point guard of the future. That's a lot less money. Last year was Stephon Castle's rookie year. So he was still developing. Ended up being rookie of the year. Okay. But now, this year, De'Aaron Fox is getting $37 million. His 4-year extension doesn't kick in until next year. And as you see, it jumps up to $51 million for the next 4 seasons. Fully guaranteed. Fully guaranteed. But one important thing, he does not have a no-trade clause. So, he needs to play outstanding basketball, because I promise you, the San Antonio Spurs general manager, etc., yes, they signed this deal. They signed this deal prior to knowing what they had in Harper and Castle and whatever other draft picks they may end up getting this year in the draft. Keep that in mind. This dude needs to show his ass. Hey, halftime, I needed to get this in. Appreciate y'all just kind of hanging out with me. All right, y'all know me. Go have a beverage, get some grub, have a smoke. Do it all responsibly. I'll see you. I can't say 10 or 15 minutes because I just took up 5 of it, but it was worth it. Potoi, bro.
Carter Bryant and Luke Cornett. Tallies up to 56 points. The Spurs score that on 21 of 43
I'll leave it on the screen for you to look at for a minute, just in case anybody kind of into the stats.
Line, 41% from distance, and 7 of 8 from the free throw line.
I guess I could have turned that guy down, my bad. But yeah, I'll leave this on the screen just for a few more minutes. But De'Aaron Fox, hey, he needs to have a hell of a second half of basketball, win or lose, but especially and hopefully a win for the Spurs. Because max player money means max effort and max skills. These dudes start getting these $50 million contracts, max money. Hey, this is where you earn every one of those dollars.
As he is usually a
what you do during the season, it'll get you here.
4 rebounds, 2 turnovers for SGA. And also joining him in
this is what they signed. This is what they traded and signed him for. A game like this, because he's the veteran. He's the veteran. The veteran and the leader is not Wemby. It's De'Aaron Fox.
5 of 18 from behind the three-point line, 28%, so stellar defense for the Spurs on the perimeter. And a bit of a shot, 4 of 8 from the free throw line as a team for OKC, as only 50% of their free throws connected on. They leave 4 points at the line, and those 4 points are part of the difference. Checking out some final team numbers here as the scoring in the paint favors the Spurs, 22 points in the paint to edge out OKC's 20 points in the paint. Offensive rebounds has really kept OKC in this game. They have 9 offensive rebounds, which have led to 17 second-chance points. On the other side, the Spurs with 4 offensive rebounds, and they've been able to capitalize for 6 points off of those 4 offensive rebounds. Spurs doing a good job taking care of the basketball in the first half. 4 turnovers have become 9 points for OKC. While I mentioned earlier the Spurs with 8 steals, those are all 8 of the Oklahoma City turnovers. 8 turnovers for OKC. The Spurs have turned into 10 points. In terms of the
he forgot what he was going to say, so I interrupted him. One more thing. Remember when the Mavericks traded Luka? Anything can happen. Same deal. He had already got the extension.
There have been 2 lead changes,
but it didn't kick in until the following year. So you can't get your ass traded if somebody else is willing to take on his contract, which there are many teams that would love to take that money and have him as a starting guard. Because it's going to be hard for San Antonio to keep Harper on the bench next year. I'm not going to lie. If I was a team, I would just offer my first-round pick for Harper and see what San Antonio do. That's what I would do. That dude is ready. He got he's a year on the bench, learning, great. Next year, I don't know if I can really see him coming off the bench that much. I mean, I guess he could end up being 6th man of the year.
Are you a current or former military?
That kind of doesn't even make sense to me with him.
The Spurs would like to.
Yeah, that don't even make sense to me with Harper. Not the way, I mean, hey, he's shown all season Even more, he's shown in the playoffs. Rookie, I'm ready. I'm not scared. I'm ready. And you know what? And he left-handed. San Antonio's going to have to make some decisions. De'Aaron Fox tonight can help them make that decision. Like I said, win or lose, this dude needs to have a hell of a second half. And at least end up being the second leading scorer on the team. He don't need to be third or fourth. He may need to get a double-double. I'm telling you. I can already smell him getting traded in the offseason. Everybody's like, he just signed this dude out to a max. Hey, they didn't know what they had in these other players, and now they have a nice little grasp of the possibilities of a young San Antonio squad without somebody taking $50 million off your roster year in and year out for the next 4 years. Starting next year, the next 4 years. I like De'Aaron Fox, but see these numbers on the screen? He can't do this shit. This is not max money play. Gotta have max money play. Max money play. Max money player. You know, like Luka. You know what I'm talking about? Real shit. Shea. I'm not going to say Karl Anthony Towns, even though he is the max money dude for the Knicks. Jalen Brunson just shy of Karl Anthony Towns. Karl Anthony Towns has been playing well. So I would love to see Wemby in New York, but not if you're going to play like this. But then again, the way OKC's been playing against San Antonio, hey, I want to see some straight hooping in the finals. Oh, I think we're coming back right now. Let me check. Appreciate y'all hanging out with me. Potoi. Getting it tonight.
To the Western Conference Finals. From the Spurs Net Center, I'm Carl Schoening. The winner of this game will take on the New York Knicks in the NBA Finals and host them for Game 1, scheduled for June 3rd. Some notes out of the Eastern Conference side. The New York Knicks had center Mitchell Robinson, who broke his pinky earlier in the week, undergoes surgery, and he will be wearing a brace and plans to play in Game 1 against either the Spurs or the Thunder. The Spurs look to make sure that they want to be the team that the Knicks play in Game 1 of the Finals. They have 24 minutes to try and hold on to this 3-point lead. It'll be an exciting one. Dan Weiss will have your call the second half when we come back. This is Spurs Radio.
And the crowd goes wild for the home team.
Could your credit score use a home court advantage? Self has tools that can give you an edge on your credit building journey. Make your credit feel right at home with Self, the official credit building app of the San Antonio Spurs.
It's playoffs time, San Antonio, when every moment matters and there's no room for hesitation.
And when it's time to make your next move, Hill Country Honda is ready to deliver.
Shop online or on the showroom.
Sorry about that. Hey, appreciate y'all in the chat. Appreciate y'all. Yeah, De'Aaron Fox, yeah. You know, for a while he was, you know, I'm going to play the back row, make sure everybody good. Hey, we in the Western Conference Finals. The hell with making sure everybody good, because everybody good already. They have another point guard out there with him. Stephon Castle. He running the point. Because every time they send Fox to the bench, Stephon Castle's running the point. So, this game in particular, second half, Fox need to be more of a shooter. He needs to shoot the basketball. He can have 12 assists. I don't care. He needs to have points tonight. Max player, max playing. You ain't get no max money, and you look at these numbers. Those numbers were terrible. Here, let me see if they came back yet.
Credit make reaching your financial goals feel like a long shot. Sometimes the tools to help you.
No, not yet. Yeah, his numbers are terrible. I understand being injured and coming back from injury. Here we go.
You're listening to San Antonio Spurs basketball.
Halftime come to a close in Oklahoma
That's enough,
City
Potoi.
in Game
Shut up.
7 of the
Okay.
Western Conference Finals, where the Spurs lead
Appreciate
at 56-53. From the Spurs Net Center, I'm Carl Schoening. We now send it out to the Paycom Center, where Dan Weiss will have your call of the second half action. And Dan, well, the Thunder punched back and battled from down 14. We expected that from him, but the Spurs responded well to close out that first half.
Yeah, that last 7-point stretch there for the Spurs to go back ahead before halftime may prove very vital.
Yeah, Castle turnovers were terrible.
De'Aaron Fox
He's cleaned that up. Hey, they were being way too aggressive. That was, playing not smart. Playing not smart. But
Spurs have won 33.
he cleaned that up. Castle can still run the point. They don't. Hey, this team is showing they don't need De'Aaron Fox.
I love the
is what I'm
lick
saying.
there, and I think the big key.
And this game is a good game for De'Aaron Fox to make sure they don't think that. That shit better be on his mind going into being a max player. Just saying. That needs to be on his mind tonight because they don't need him.
Thunder lead to the bench points, but it's been manageable. Only a +9 for Oklahoma City off the bench here right now. So we had a great first 24 minutes. We'll see what the second 24 has in store, as the Spurs will move right to left across your radio dial from our broadcast location inside the Paycom Center. Underway in the second half alongside our on-site engineer Britt Lockhart, our statistician Avery Schneider. I'm Dan Weiss. Thanks for joining us. 24 minutes at a minimum to decide an opponent for the New York Knicks in a Western Conference champion. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander picked up by Vassell to the left corner. Jalen Williams' three is short of the rebound, taken down by Vassell. So again, the Spurs get it out of the hands of Gilgeous-Alexander. Jalen Williams and Alex Caruso starting the second half in place of Isaiah Hartenstein and Lou Dort. Castle attacking in the paint, skips it out to Fox in the left corner. Shot clock at 7 for 3. That's off the front of the rim, and Caruso with a rebound. Fox now 2 of 5 from downtown, 4 of 7 from the field. Gilgeous-Alexander. Fox now switched on to him. He had 19 in the first half. SGA out of the left elbow extended, back out to Wallace. Wallace off to Caruso. Caruso slides past Champagnie. Caruso puts it off the window, no good. Wembanyama with the rebound. The quick outlet of Vassell left side. Devin on the left wing, guarded by Jay Will out top. Castle straight away. Castle using that Wembanyama screen out of his hands to Vassell left side. Pulls up, left elbow jumper, around and good for Devin Vassell. His third field goal, 9 points for Devin, and the Spurs, with the first points of the second half, push the lead to 5, 58-53. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, left side of the hash marks, across to Chet Holmgren, out of the perimeter, right side, hands it off to Caruso, 10 on the shot clock. Caruso between his legs, over to Wallace, shoveled over to Jay Will. Williams nearly dribbled it away, gives it off to Caruso, 3 to shoot, back to Williams, little pop-a shot in the paint is good. That's a friendly roll. Jalen Williams has got 8 off the bench. 58-55. Game 7. Fox walks it up the floor. Into the hands of Castle, left side, screen Wembanyama. Castle back to Wemby. Wemby goes to work and slams it down. He took off from beyond that left block. Also might have been fouled in the process as well, too. Victor with a dozen. Left side, SGA. Slips past Wembanyama. Reverse layup blocked out of bounds. As Victor dials up the first block on the Ledger block meter for the Spurs here tonight. That's on Gilgeous-Alexander. And the Thunder will inbound underneath the basket with 14 on the shot clock. 2 minutes gone, third quarter, Spurs by 5. 60-55. Inbounded to Jalen Williams. Off to SGA, overthrew him, but Gilgeous-Alexander will get to him before it crosses the midcourt stripe. Again switched on to Champagnie here, between his legs, behind his back. Gilgeous-Alexander, sidestep, left wing 3 is good. 22 for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, and it's a 2-point game. 60-58. Wembanyama. Vassell back to Victor. Jab step. Crossing up Chet Holmgren. Victor to his left, spinning. Left elbow, sneaks underneath, lays it up, missed the layup. Those are ones Victor's got to convert. He got the positioning, and he had sealed past Chet, but is unable to finish. And the Thunder, after it goes out of bounds, will take possession. Under basketball, 9:22 to go in the third, 2-point lead. Caruso brushing off Fox, looking out to Holmgren. Holmgren steps underneath the cell to Jalen Williams in the left corner. Williams back out to Caruso, straightaway three. It's good. First three of the night for Alex Caruso, only his second made field goal. He's got 5. 61-60, Thunder back up by 1. Castle right downhill, lays it up, hit the rim, and falls onto the deck, and they battle for it out of bounds. Last touched off of Champagny. It'll be Thunder ball. So Alex Caruso started the game 1 of 9 from the field, and 0 of 4 from downtown, hits a 3, and this building jumping once again. Thunder by 1, 61-60, 8:54 remaining third quarter. As Cason Wallace walks it up the floor. Wallace got the start tonight in place of Jared McCain, who had started the last 2 games. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander left side as he bumps into Castle, draws the foul, and will go to the free throw line. Steph Castle, his second foul, and Castle joins Champagny, Wembanyama, and Keldon Johnson with multiple fouls for the Spurs. Gilgeous-Alexander on the line for the third time tonight. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander kind of gotten away with a right elbow to the chops of Stephon Castle as he sinks the first free throw. Lou Dort, Jared McCain into the game. Caruso and Jay Will out. Also Isaiah Hartenstein back in for Chet Holmgren. So a bit of an unconventional starting lineup of the second half for Mark Dagnall, but it works as the Thunder reclaim the lead. Second free throw for SGA is good. 4 of 6 at the line, 24 points, 63-60. Thunder by 3. Castle walks it up the floor, moves to his right. Steph spots Champagny. Left corner 3 is up. It's good! JC! A silencer from that left corner. That's the game up at 63. Third 3 of the night for Champagny. Right side is SGA. Gilgeous-Alexander into the double team now. Back out. Dort around to McCain. Left wing Wallace. Wallace going baseline. That bounce pass through. Picked off by Fox. Fox goes the other way. Fox had his pocket picked right back. Taken away by Wallace. Fox. Hartenstein's calling for a timeout, and he is awarded. Mark Dagnall got awarded the timeout by Mark Davis. And so the Thunder will take the 5th Spurs turnover of the night. Will take possession. We'll step aside for an SWBC timeout. 8:03 to go, third quarter. All knotted up at 63. Spurs Radio, Game 7 of the Western Conference Finals continues in a moment.
Hey, the Spurs do need Fox. He's a good leader. I'm not saying that. But I am saying at max money and you averaging 10 points, 8 assists, 4 rebounds, 4 turnovers. Oh, man. They don't need him averaging 10 to 12 points a game. Now, if they win in basketball games, hey, if he end up with how much he got right now, 10 points, if he end up with 12 or 14 points tonight and they win the game, okay, because he had 14 assists, okay. But max money mean max play. There's no other way around that. There's no other way around looking at when you get max money. The organization expects for you to be a max player, not looking average. There's more than leadership in $50+ million a year. Guaranteed. We need you to do more. You doing good? You know that old saying? You're doing good, but we need better. That's what I'm saying. They need better.
.803 to go, third quarter. Thunder with a 10-7 start to this third quarter over the Spurs. Look at the Bet365 stats. Spurs at 49%, Thunder at 48% shooting. Spurs were 8 of 19 from downtown. Thunder starting to close the gap in that regard, 7 of 21. Spurs 7 of 8 at the line, Thunder 6 of 10. And the two outliers in this game have been the turnovers, for which the Thunder have turned it over 9 times to the Spurs 5. And on the other end, the Thunder have secured 9 offensive rebounds for 22nd chance points. Other than that, it has been a fairly even game, and a well-officiated game of that matter for both sides. Check into the Spurs Radio Net Center with Carl.
Dan, I agree with you on that being well officiated. I said it early that the refs are letting these teams play physical, and the fact that that could be a benefit to the Spurs if they combine that physical play with discipline and rebounding. But I think this is a much better officiated game than when this crew reffed Game 3 in San Antonio, and that third quarter took 50 minutes.
Yeah, there's no question about it, and there was a combined 66 free throws in that game, and tonight we've only had 18. So, I mean, there is no gripes of the officiating, at least from this perspective here to start. Thunder with a basketball, 8 minutes to go, third quarter. Jason Wallace, left side, bounce pass, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Trying to go underneath Isaiah Hartenstein, kicked out of bounds by Victor Wembanyama. SGA called this the biggest game of his career after Game 6, and he's lived up to it. He's 9 of 13 from the field. He's got 24 points, 5 assists, and 4 rebounds, but he's going to need some help. Jared McCain's got 10 off the bench. Jalen Williams has got 8. The other 4 starters have 14 points combined. And once again, a no-show game for Chet Holmgren. Here's Hartenstein. Pop a shot, free throw line, came up short. Wembanyama brings down the rebound. That's Victor's 5th board to go with 12 points tonight. Box across to Castle, right side. Back to Wemby. Victor attacking. Victor, kick out. Champagnie, corner pocket 3. No good, but a closeout foul on Lou Dort will put Julian to the line for 3 free throws.
And there was no way Lou Dort was about to block that shot. That was terrible defense.
Fouled 22 times.
That's terrible defense.
In the regular season. We'll go to the free throw.
That's terrible.
For 3 free throws. Champagnie in these playoffs has gone to the line 21 times. He's 17 of 21. First free throw, good. And in this series, Jules is now 6 of 8. As the Spurs reclaim the lead back, 64 to 63. Champagnie is the 4th Spurs starter in double figures as his second free throw rattles out. 10 points for him, 10 for De'Aaron Fox, and a dozen apiece for Victor Wembanyama and Stephon Castle. Jared McCain, who's Oklahoma City's second leading scorer with 10. He has not scored since the 9:38 mark of the second quarter. Like I said, their starters only have 14 points combined, other than the 24 from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Champagnie 2 of 3 at the line. Spurs by 2, 65-63. As McCain back in the game here now. Pace of loss, and McCain just barrels over Devin Vassell. And an offense, are they calling a foul on Devin Vassell? They calling the foul on McCain. They're definitely calling the foul on Jared McCain. Yeah, Devin jumped up like if the foul was going to be on him. And also, I think you also wanted perhaps to see if this was going to be potentially flagrant foul. Foul on McCain. The offensive foul is his second. The ball will go back over to the Spurs. As Alex Caruso's coming back into the game for Cason Wallace. Caruso 2 of 10 from the field, and to me right now that's probably the difference in the game. Games here at home The Thunder bench in the first 3 games had scored 147 points. Castle, right elbow back out to Champetti. Open 3. Yes, sir! JC! Dial up another one. It's 4th of the game. 14 points, and the Spurs push it back out to 5. 68-63.
Champetti.
Gilgeous Alexander, step back mid-range jumper is good. 26 for him. 10 of 14 from the field. 68.
Come on, Shea.
Castle up the right side, picked up by Dort. Crosses him up now to the left elbow, jumps into the paint. Keldon Johnson, corner pocket 3, too strong. Champetti with an offensive rebound, another possession. Champetti back to Victor, right side. Wembanyama holding, looking for D. Harp, gets it into his hands. Harper moves to his right, between his legs, shot clock at 2. Harper contested, jumper's good. Dylan Harper in the face of Alex Caruso.
What I tell you about Dylan Harper?
7 points.
What I tell you?
70-65.
What I'm telling you.
By 5. Caruso takes it up himself, smokes the layup, and then Hartenstein misses the putback. Spurs catch a break. Dylan Harper spinning on McCain. Back out to Champetti. 3 more on the way. Yes, sir!
Bucket!
Champetti!
Come on, baby.
His 5th 3 of the game. And a timeout, Oklahoma City. 73-65. 6:12 to go, 3rd quarter. Take you to the SWBC timeout. Spurs Radio. Game 7 of the Western Conference Finals from OKC continues in a moment.
All right, let me tell you about leadership and a lot of money. The Dallas Cowboys, that's where I'm at. I'm in Dallas, if you didn't know it. The Dallas Cowboys, we could recreate the greatest defense on earth next year, okay? It can be old school steel curtain. It could be the old school purple people eaters, old school Minnesota. It can be old school Dallas Cowboys when the defense was solid. Let me tell you something about leadership and a lot of money. The team still have a good quarterback. He's not great. He's not legendary. He's damn sure not clutch. Okay? But when you fall in love with leadership and money, you get stuck and fucked at the same time. The Spurs don't need that. That's all I'm saying. They don't need that. De'Aaron Fox needs to act like and be out here hooping like he's a max player. Other than that, they don't need that. Leadership doesn't cost that much. That comes from within. That part is free.
Spurs on top of the Thunder, 73-65. The playoffs are here. The official gear's on sale now. Get game ready with exclusive Spurs playoff merch. It's available at both fan shop locations. The playoff pop-up downtown on Commerce Street and online. Go to spurs.com/playoffs for the locations and the collection, and go Spurs go. Julian Champetti already in this 3rd quarter has put up 11 points, 17 for the game. He has knocked down all 3 of his 3-pointers, 5 of 6 total from the game. In Game 5 here at the Paycom Center a few nights ago, the Spurs fell by 14, losing 127-114. But it was a coming-out party for Julian Champetti, who was 4 of 8 from downtown in that game and 8 of 15 from the field for a playoff high 22 points, the first 20-point game of his playoff career. Because in the previous 4 games, Champetti was shooting 6 of 31 from downtown. And he has rattled now 3 consecutive games where he has been blistering from beyond the arc. He add in his 5 of 6 performance tonight to his 6 of 14 performance over the last 2 games. And Champetti is now 11 for his last 20 from downtown following the 6 for 31 effort through the first 4 games of this series. And Champagny is now the Spurs' leading scorer with 17 points, and again, 11 of those coming here in this third quarter. 9 of them from behind the line. Spurs by 8, 73-65. Alex Caruso, as he dribbles the ball out of bounds, crossing the line, defended by Dylan Harper, and a turnover on Oklahoma City is their 11th of the game. So out of the timeout, the Thunder simply just turned the ball over to the defense provided by Harper, as Mark Dagnall trying to say that Caruso got pushed out of bounds in the process. Jalen Williams is back into the game for Lou Dort. 73-65. Castle walks it up the floor. Caruso defending him. In the hands of Dylan Harper, right side. Harper out beyond the line, guarded by Williams, and underneath, foul on the floor going to be called on Jalen Williams as he wraps up Victor Wembanyama. Second foul on Williams, second team foul in Oklahoma City. And Williams took a shot himself, a little slow to get back up. Castle attacking. Castle, an offensive foul. Yeah, he used that off arm to push off Caruso. And Castle tagged with his third. 6th turnover against the Spurs. Lead remains 8, 73-65. Halfway through this third quarter, 8-point game. Caruso into the hands of Gilgeous-Alexander. He'll now get it back from Kenrich Williams, left side. SGA picked up by Champagny. Gilgeous-Alexander into the paint. Into the right corner, Holmgren out to Williams. Williams, left wing. Kenrich Williams sidestepping Harper. Puts it up with the right hand. Short. Rebound Wembanyama. That's excellent ball funneling by the Spurs to have Kenrich Williams take that shot. Now Wembanyama, right wing three. Wee-wee! Victor Wembanyama.
Bucket!
Second 3 of the game. And
Get you some.
Total.
Get
and the
some.
Spurs a double-digit lead once again. 76-65. It's a 16-4 run for the Spurs after they were down 61-60. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He'll pull up right elbow. Jumper, no good. Offensive rebound was tipped out of bounds by Holmgren. Should be Spurs ball, and it is. So the Spurs will take over here, building the lead back to 11. 5 minutes to go in the third. 4 in double figs for the Spurs. Castle to Champagny. Left wing for 3. Not good this time, and Holmgren with a rebound. Back the other direction is Caruso. Alex Caruso attacking, and foul by Castle. It'll be his 4th. They'll send Caruso to the free throw line. He gets a cheer as the announcement of Castle picking up his 4th foul, but here comes De'Aaron Fox back into the game, and I think that is starting to become
Come on,
the
De'Aaron
difference in
Fox.
this series, particularly as it has gone to 7 games, is that when you lose guys like J-Dub and A.J. Mitchell, 2 of your best playmakers, 2 of your best shot makers on the team, it is hard to find secondary scoring if you're Oklahoma City. And they've had outlier games from guys like Alex Caruso and Jared McCain, but there's a reason why those guys have been coming off the bench and are not full-time starters in the NBA as Caruso hits the first free throw. It's because they're there for spark scoring, but not to be out there to lead you to 20 and 25-point performances. As Luke Cornett into the game here, Victor Wembanyama is out. Julian Champagny is out as well.
Well, that's a bad example with that guy because he just used McCain, and McCain is like a first-year player, second-year player. That's not really fair to him. He can hoop. He can hoop.
Isaiah Hartenstein back into the game.
They need more shooters.
Second free throw for Caruso is good. 76-67. Dylan Harper walks it up the floor. 7 points as he's met at half court by Caruso. Slides past him, switched on to SGA. Harper attacks. His kick out back to Johnson. Deflected. Keldon saves it. Keldon goes to the rack. Scoops it up. No. Cornett tips it up. No. Rebound Hartenstein. Gilgeous-Alexander. Over to McCain. Back to SGA. Lobs it up. Hartenstein couldn't catch it, and it's a turnover. And that is 2 points off the board that the Spurs will gladly take, because that had dunk written all over it. Instead turns into the 12th turnover of the night for OKC. Spurs by 9 with the basketball, 76-67. Into the hands right side of Fox. Fox makes his move. Fox pulls up in the paint. Floater, no. Cornette tips it up, no. And a third tip, no. And a loose ball foul on Isaiah Hartenstein. Hartenstein's second, third team foul on the Thunder. And the Spurs take it side out. Victor Wembanyama was about to come back in, but now they'll keep him off on the bench. Again, the Thunder right now winning the non-Victor minutes only by 2 at this point. 76-67. Fox over to Vassell. Right wing three. No good. Rebound. Keldon Johnson brings it back. Puts it up. No, but he's fouled. That's a huge, big body offensive rebound by the big body himself, Keldon Johnson, as he barks at his home bench. And he'll go to the free throw line for a pair. Second foul on Case and Wallace. Fourth team foul on the Thunder. Johnson to the free throw line for the first time tonight. Keldon Johnson, 4 of 7 in this series. First free throw, no good. He has struggled to the line in the playoffs.
Got to make free throws.
34,
Got to make your free throws.
61%. Quick rest for Victor Wembanyama. He's back on the floor. He's played 27 minutes tonight. Luke Cornette has only played 5. 4 minutes remaining here in the third and a full 12 minutes in the fourth. Second free throw, Johnson is good. Splits the pair, Spurs by 10. 77-67. Under 4 minutes to play here in quarter number 3. Alex Caruso with the basketball into the hands of Gilgeous-Alexander. Left side the screen, Hartenstein, Gilgeous-Alexander. Step back mid-range jumper over Wembanyama, no, but a closeout foul on Victor, and that'll be his third. We'll put SGA back at the line. 3 fouls, Wembanyama, 4 fouls, Castle. Gilgeous-Alexander, 4 of 6 from the field, and he will go to the line for a pair.
Shea Gilgeous-Alexander.
6 points in 29 minutes.
Exactly what I was about to say.
Scorer is Jared McCain
Doing
with 10.
MVP shit.
The chance of MVP.
Carrying his team.
At the Paycom Center, first free throw is good. Let's take 10 seconds for station identification. This is Spurs Radio.
News Radio 1200 WOAI. San Antonio's breaking news, traffic, and weather.
One more free throw for Gilgeous-Alexander. That one's good as well. 77-69, 8-point game. Spurs on top. Have practically led it wire to wire. A couple times the Thunder have led momentarily in this game. Fox, left elbow, back to Keldon. Wide open, right wing three. No good. Rebound ripped down by Wallace. And he comes the other way with the basketball. Wallace between his legs. Guarded by Harper, will hand it off to Caruso. Off left side, Hartenstein. Hands to Gilgeous-Alexander, out of the hash marks left wing. Wembanyama shadowing with a double. SGA in on the shot clock. Gilgeous-Alexander sneaks underneath. Vassell draws the contact. He's fouled. I think he was on the line. I think this will be 2 free throws. Devin with a push off. No, they're going to give him 3. Be curious to see if Mitch Johnson wants them to take a look at this, but I think they've already ruled 3 free throws. We take a look at it again on the replay, and yeah, he did have his feet behind the line. That's a good call. First free throw is good. Victor Wembanyama, who's got the lone block tonight on the Ledger block meter earlier this half on SGA. That was his 60th block of the postseason. He joins Tim Duncan as the only Spurs to have 60 or more blocks in a postseason tenure, so to speak. Campaign. Words for season after season. 77-70. 2 more free throws for Gilgeous-Alexander. Second one's good. Now creeping up on that 20 free throw mark, which has kind of been the benchmark for these Spurs in this playoff run. Keep the Thunder below 20 attempts. Spurs go on to win. Thunder get more than 20. They've won the 3 games in this series. And SGA makes all threes, 9 of 11. And the Thunder as a team, 13 of 17, and back to a 5-point game.
Shea Gilchrist.
72. Gilgeous-Alexander, 31. It's the 7th 30-point game of the playoffs.
In the third quarter. In the third quarter.
Right elbow jumper, no. Wembanyama the rebound. Brings it back out, shovels to Fox, over to Vassell.
Come on,
right
Fox.
Wing three. No good. Deep rebound taken by Devin. And another possession for the Spurs. Huge second chance opportunities. Wembanyama step back right wing three. Off the side of the rim, but a fourth possession, but a loose ball foul going the other way. And they get ended on Keldon Johnson. And that's the 15th foul on the Spurs, and the Thunder will walk the length of the floor and shoot free throws. Alex Caruso will walk the length of the floor. Man, the Spurs had 3 cracks at it on that possession and knock it home. 3 fouls on Johnson. Joins Victor Wembanyama's got 3. Castle's on the bench right now with 4, but getting ready to check back into the game. Caruso at the free throw line here. First one's good. Third quarters in these playoffs for the Spurs have been lights out. Plus 104 in their 17 third quarters in the playoffs, which is the best of any playoff team. And again, the irony of that is that the third quarter by simple point differential, even though the Spurs were plus 53, was their worst quarter technically of the regular season. It's been their best in the playoffs. Caruso makes a pair, and just like that, a 3-point game. Thunder have hit 11 free throws in this third quarter, only had 8 in the first half. One possession game, 77-74. Fox with the ball out top, left side. Victor rolling, Fox left elbow. Fox in the paint, floats it up, floats it in. Man, what a huge gut check game for De'Aaron Fox.
For
here.
real.
Does it.
Gut check game. You see what I'm saying? You see what this dude just said? Gut check.
McCain right side.
He needs this.
Where can the Thunder get secondary scoring here? Gilgeous Alexander using the Hartenstein screen. Going to work, pulls up mid-range, left elbow, no. And a rebound secured by Vassell. Only SGA's 6th miss of the night, but he's missed 3 of them here in this third quarter. Coming up on 2 minutes remaining. Fox with a burst. Fox into the paint, stripped by Caruso, but a foul.
There you go.
Send De'Aaron to the free throw line.
There you go. More points. This is what he need to be doing.
Caruso wants Mark Dagnall to challenge.
That's not challengeable.
And he's going to do so.
Oh, my goodness. He going to do it.
So we'll have a challenge on the floor. Thunder won their earlier challenge in imminent possession. I believe, we don't see, but I think it would be Oklahoma City. I don't know. I'm not sure. The question is if this call gets overturned or not, regardless.
OKC has called a timeout to initiate the coach's challenge on the foul assessed Caruso.
So this is their second and last challenge. Let's take a timeout. 2 minutes straight up remaining. Third quarter, 79-74. Spurs with the lead. This is Spurs Radio.
A veteran. Hey, I appreciate y'all hanging out with me. Saturday Night Hoops. Veteran and experience means a lot. Veteran and experience is not $50 million and you not performing on the court. They don't pay you for that. You can go get 3 veterans with experience that can produce for $50 million or $51 million. I think by the 4th year of his contract, it gets up to $57 million. You can go get young players. But as far as, I think they about to come back. Yeah, here they come. Let me go back.
AC. As is their second challenge, they'll be charged with a timeout, and they have no additional challenges.
All right. So Oklahoma City has had challenges. They win them both tonight. They're 9-4 in challenges in these playoffs. Oklahoma City will have possession. The Spurs still do have their challenge in their back pocket. That could be vital in the fourth quarter. I was always one when the challenge system first
one more thing real quick, and I'm going to be quiet for a minute. The Spurs are gaining experience right now. You see what I'm saying? Their young dudes are showing they ready. This is the experience that they're gaining to where this makes De'Aaron Fox expendable. Just saying. Especially if he ain't out here hooping.
No, as he hit the deck.
Come on, Fox. Make me shut up, bro.
Victor Wembanyama, right side, guarded by Jalen Williams. Wembanyama puts it to the floor, packing it in, spinning in the paint, kick out Champagnie. Extra pass, Castle, left corner, three's no good. And the rebound, Chet Holmgren. 5-point game, 90 seconds remaining, third quarter, 79-74. Spurs with the lead. Gilgeous-Alexander out of his hands to Wallace. Wallace between his legs. Wallace turns the corner. Who for the Thunder is going to take a big shot here other than SGA? 4 to shoot. Gilgeous-Alexander with 3, with 2. Over to Williams. Left wing 3 is up. Is good. Man.
Bucket. Jay Will.
Timeout taken by the Spurs.
Yeah, call a timeout.
79-77. As we'll keep things right here. The minute 6 remaining as they've initially put the full timeout on there, but that's certainly not the case. We're down to the final minute here of the third quarter. So, we'll, like I said before, keep things right here. Jalen Williams now the second player off the Thunder bench in double figures. He's got 11, but I mean, it is amazing. If you take out Shai Gilgeous-Alexander's 31 points, the Thunder bench has scored 32 points, and the 4 Thunder starters not named SGA have scored 14.
Yeah.
Again, just a total no.
Tom Brady didn't have any real football quarterbacking experience when he went on those Super Bowl runs. He gained that experience throughout those Super Bowl runs and became what he was. So Drew Bledsoe became expendable. Even though Drew Bledsoe at the time was the starter, getting big money, became expendable. The experience came throughout the play.
They're going to have enough here to outlast Oklahoma City in the fourth quarter. It's a big if because you still got 12 minutes left, but Gilgeous-Alexander's already played 32 minutes here, and you're going to require at least 9 or 10 minutes out of the two-time MVP in the fourth quarter if you're Oklahoma City.
Hey, his ass just need to play the whole game, period.
Here at home. They've won all of them by 10 or more.
The only breaks he get is timeout.
The feeling here
all of them. None of them need to take a break unless they're in foul trouble.
Inbound, up by 2, 79-77. Final minute, third quarter. Castle. Wembanyama over the top. Partial deflection. Victor gets Jay Will off his feet. Kick out Vassell. Left corner 3. Short. Castle offensive rebound. Victor trying to reload. Now is bumped and fouled by Jay Will. That's 5 fouls on the Thunder. And 3 fouls on Williams will send Wembanyama to the line. And like I said, not that they would use it in this case, but to be without a challenge going to the fourth quarter of a deciding Game 7 for a trip to the to the NBA Finals is a choice, especially in a game as tight as this one. Wembanyama at the line. He's hit his lone free throw tonight. First one good. Spurs as a team 11 of 14. Thunder as a team are 15 of 19. 80-77. And after 5 games of, in some cases, back and forth blowouts, we're setting up for a classic final 12 minutes here for a spot in the NBA Finals. One more free throw for Wemby. 16 points tonight, 7 rebounds, and in and out on the second free throw. Fourth miss of the night for the Spurs at the line. 3-point game. McCain walks it up the floor. Into the hands of Gilgeous-Alexander, right side. The hash marks now brings it back to the middle of the floor. Picked up by Champagnie. Shot clock at 9. Gilgeous-Alexander into the paint. Goes up. Kick out. Wallace. Left wing 3 on the way. Short. Rebound. Dylan Harper. Foul by Dort. No foul called. He somehow got it out of his hands to Champagnie. He was knocked over by Dort. Thunder got away with a whistle. They had SGA guarding Wembanyama, but quickly made the switch before Fox could find him. There's a 2-second difference, game clock and shot clock. 5 on the shot, 7 on the game. Wembanyama with 2, with 1. Fadeaway free throw line jumper, in and out. And Wallace will take it, and that's how the third quarter comes to an end as he heaves to the length of the floor, wide right. So, The Spurs led it by 3 at the half. They lead it by 3 going to the fourth. Each team 24 points in that third quarter. And it's a one-possession game. Like I said, setting up for cinema here in this final 12 minutes. 36 minutes down, 12 minutes to play, 80-77, Spurs by 3. Spurs Radio, Game 7 of the Western Conference Finals continues in a moment.
Deep in the South, kicking up top game. 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 Deep in the South, kicking up top game.
Here we go. The spot of the NBA Finals on the line. 24 points apiece in that third quarter. 80-77. Spurs lead it by 3. Of their 24 points in that third quarter, for the Thunder, 11 of them came at the foul line. Only 4 of the 24 came for the Spurs at the charity stripe. Quick look at the Bet365 stats. Spurs down to 41% shooting, 36% from behind the line. Thunder 43% shooting, 34% behind the line. Spurs winning the possession battle, though. 8 more shot attempts.
Hey, I appreciate y'all hanging out with me.
Rebounds and, in fact, taking the lead.
Saturday Night Hoops.
And now within
Quarter number 4. Here we go.
22nd chance points for the Thunder, 10 for the Spurs. Spurs winning the fast break points by 8, winning the points in the paint battle by 4. SGA has put on an MVP performance, 31 for him tonight with 6 assists. But the next leading scorer is Jalen Williams, the other Jalen Williams with 11. Meanwhile, 4 Spurs starters in double figures tonight, led by Julian Champagnie, who has 17, and 11 of those coming in the third quarter. Spurs basketball to begin the fourth. Victor Wembanyama, Julian Champagnie, De'Aaron Fox, Dylan Harper, Keldon Johnson on the floor for the Spurs. Fox brings it up the floor, left side, hands to Harper, lobbed into Wembanyama. Down to the left block, Victor, 10 on the shot clock, squares up on Jay Will, backing it in, into the double team. Turnaround jumper, no, but a foul on Holmgren. Victor will go to the line for a couple of free throws. Chet Holmgren picks up his second. So Wembanyama to the line for his 4th and 5th free throws of the night. As he gets his first touch of the fourth quarter. Holmgren again, getting him on the arm, and again, it cannot be restated that Oklahoma City enters this fourth quarter without any challenges available. Wembanyama missing the first free throw. We'll get one more coming. Victor's played 31 minutes with a full quarter remaining. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, who begins the fourth quarter on the bench as part of his normal rotation, has played 33 minutes.
They're going to wish they had a challenge
minutes did SGA
or 2.
Game 1 of that classic. Victor played 49. Second free throw, Wembanyama is good as he splits the pair again, and the lead is 4. 81-77. For the Thunder to start the fourth, it's Caruso, Jalen Williams, Cason Wallace, Chet Holmgren, and Jared McCain. Probably not the lineup that Mark Dagnall thought he was going to have on the floor to start the fourth in a Game 7. McCain, free throw line jumper's good. That's his first point since the second
bucket. Come on, McCain.
81-79, the lead is 2. Fox with the basketball at midcourt, watched by Caruso. Gets it over to Dylan Harper, left wing, out top, Keldon Johnson. Right side, back to Fox, 8 on the shot clock. Over the hash marks, looking for Victor. Will come high to set the screen. Fox to Keldon, lines up a left wing 3. Got it! Keldon Johnson buries another 3. That's 12 of them on the night for the Spurs. Back up by 5.
Come on, guys.
79. Out top with it is Jay Will. Into Wallace's hands, left corner 3. That's good. Counters with a 3 of his own.
Bucket.
His second 3 in the game.
Get some,
Alexander's already back to the scores table. 84-82. 1 minute gone, fourth quarter. Fox with the ball at midcourt to Champagny. His right wing 3. No good. And another offensive rebound, though, Dylan Harper. Back to Wembanyama. To Johnson, corner pocket 3. Yes, sir!
Bucket.
Keldon Johnson,
boy.
From the left corner, back to
leadership.
Leadership
that don't cost 50 mil.
Spurs by 5, 87-82. Williams on the right side. Here's Holmgren. Holmgren has not looked to shoot at all here tonight. Williams back to Holmgren, attacking Wembanyama, bounces off him, hits the deck, hands it out to McCain, 4 to shoot. McCain in no man's land, puts up a deep 3, air ball, and a shot clock violation. What a defensive possession there for the Spurs, as Shai Gilgeous-Alexander immediately comes back into the game.
Come on, Chet. Where's Chet?
Keldon Johnson, 2 huge 3s to start this fourth quarter. Spurs by 5 with the basketball.
Come on, Chet.
87-82, 2 minutes gone here in the fourth. There's Dylan Harper. Lobs it into Wembanyama. Back to the basket. Now squares up. Victor down to the left block. Pulls up mid-range jumper. No good, but a foul. And the closeout by Jay Will hits him on the arm. And Victor's back to the free throw line for 2 more.
And they can't challenge nothing. They have 0 challenges. Dummies.
It was not much contact, but enough to draw the whistle and send Victor to the line. He's 3 of 5 tonight. Wembanyama's played 33 minutes. He's got 17, 7, and a block. First free throw's good. Pushes the lead back to 6. We have not had a clutch time game since game 1 in this series. A clutch time game being defined as a game within 5 points with 5 minutes or less remaining. Spurs won that one and only clutch time game in that double overtime classic. Victor makes a pair, pushing the lead back to 7, 89-82. Alex Caruso, who's not had the night that many anticipated he would for the Thunder, attacks immediately, trying to slam it down. He was fouled by Wembanyama. That'll be a 4th on Victor, and this would be where the Spurs ideally would use their challenge if it looks clean.
No, that was a foul.
I don't think it does.
Don't waste your challenge on that.
Alex Caruso will go to the free throw line for 2. And 4 fouls on Victor Wembanyama with 9:44 remaining. Wembanyama hit Caruso with his right elbow across the face. And I think Thunder fans wanted that to be upgraded to a flagrant 1 as Caruso misses a free throw. They've missed 5 tonight. The Spurs have missed 5 tonight. But when you're trailing in the game, free throws with a clock stopped really become vital. Second one for Caruso is good. Splits the pair, 6-point game, 89-83. 9:44 to play. Spurs basketball. Dylan Harper walks it up the floor. You just get the sense every possession in this last 9.5 minutes is going to be so important. Fox, Victor rolling. Fox, pull up 3. Got it! Another 3 for De'Aaron Fox.
De'Aaron Fox.
The game,
boy.
And the Spurs have won the 3-point line.
That's what I'm talking about. Step up. Step up.
92-83.
Step up.
Gilgeous-Alexander to Chet Holmgren. Nearly lost it. And now says no thanks on Wembanyama as he kicks it back out. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander skip past Caruso. Out top Wallace. Straightaway 3's good. And now he's hit 2 in a row. 9 in the game for
Kason
Wallace, and again,
Wallace.
6. 92-86, 3 minutes gone, fourth quarter. Harper brings it up the floor. Guarded by Wallace, breaks free of Wallace, crossing him up, hands to Victor. No force shots, no rush shots as you get down closer to crunch time. Wembanyama between his legs. Victor, shake and bake, pull up, left wing three. Wee-wee!
Bro,
Victor
stop it.
Wembanyama's third three.
Clutch time hooping. Big time hooping going on right now. Bro,
9.
bucket.
Big Gilgeous-Alexander unable to counter. And Dawn Harper with a rebound. And the Spurs with the ball. Mitch Johnson now saying, hold on here. And everybody get back into the front court. Johnson, oh, he had a clean look. Hands to Wemby, skip past Harper. His right corner three, no good. Rebound, Jay Will actually left it for Wallace ahead. Caruso running the floor. Caruso takes it all the way, lays it up, no, and then it's taken down by Harper. He dug it away from Chet Holmgren. Champagnie, spotting Johnson, taking it down the lane, lays it up for two. And the Spurs
Bucket.
by 11.
Let's
with
get
8
it,
minutes
bro.
to play and a timeout, Oklahoma City.
Uh-oh.
What a push by the Spurs here in the fourth quarter. Up by 3, they push the lead to 11. 97-86 as we take you to the SWBC timeout. 8 minutes to go in the ball game. Spurs Radio, Game 7 of the Western Conference Finals continues in a moment. To go in the ball game. It has been a rocking start to the fourth quarter for the Spurs, outscoring the Thunder 17-9. 12 of their 17 points have come from behind the line. A pair of threes for Keldon Johnson, a 3 for De'Aaron Fox, and a 3 for Victor Wembanyama. The Spurs are 8 of 19 behind the line here in the second half, 15 of 36 for the game. And even though the Thunder are 5 of 9 in here, it's the Spurs three-point shooting, a plus 15 in the game, that has them ahead by 11 here. 97-86 with 8 minutes to go. Check in with Carl at the Spurs Radio Net Center.
Dan, you said it in the course of play before the last break, but the Spurs are doing a good job of staying composed and not rushing anything. And certainly with plenty of game left here, 8 minutes remaining in regulation, I imagine that's going to be a theme here. Make sure you stay composed and don't let up any OKC runs, because that's the only thing that can get them into this ball game.
Yeah, and I mean, it's just a question of if you can get the ball out of Shai Gilgeous-Alexander's hands right now, who from Oklahoma City is really going to beat you? Because Caruso's 2 of 12, McCain's 5 of 10, but hasn't had the hot hand as he's had in a couple of games in this series. And the other 4 starters for Oklahoma City, although Cason Wallace has hit the last 2 threes for them, have frankly just not been present at all here tonight. So out of the timeout, Thunder with a basketball. Wallace, Hartenstein, Caruso, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, and Jared McCain. The pocket pass from SGA to Hartenstein, and he goes up. He's fouled. And the foul is a basket and on Victor Wembanyama. He just picked up his 5th.
Uh-oh.
7:50 to go.
That's a lot of time.
Basket is
That's
good
a lot of time.
as he slammed it down, even though the ball came back
That
out.
might be he got to go sit his ass down. That's
So
too
good
much time.
basket. And Hartenstein trying to complete the three-point play, and he does. And so immediately 3 points off that deficit for OKC. 97-89, 7:45 remaining in the ball game. Castle whips it over to De'Aaron Fox, left side. Fox goes to work. He'll pull up left wing 3. That's in and out. Rebound taken by Caruso. Quickly ahead, Wallace. Wallace racing up the floor. Wallace will give it back to Caruso and around to Gilgeous-Alexander. Alexander into the paint. Kick out. McCain left corner 3. No good. Rebound Keldon Johnson. And McCain now 2 of 6 from downtown. Spurs with the ball up 8. 97-89, 7:15 to go. And the Spurs are orchestrating their offense, where oftentimes they're pushing the pace. Here making sure they get a quality shot. Castle, Vassell, right side. Devin, down to the baseline. He'll pull up, baseline jumper. No good after he brushed off McCain, who went to the deck. Thunder with a rebound, will take it back the other way. Gilgeous-Alexander, down to the right block. Fox all over him, now weaves back to the free throw line. Spins, pulls up, right elbow jumper, good. That's impressive shot making from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. 33, it's a 6-point game. Timeout, Mitch Johnson. We'll take one with the Spurs. Back and forth we go. It is a war in game number 7. 97-91. Spurs by 6. 6:48 to play. Spurs Radio, game 7 of the Western Conference Finals continues in a moment. Game 7 that has lived up to the billing and then some. 6:48 to play with a spot in the NBA Finals on the line. The Spurs by 7, 97-91. We look at the numbers in this game and more importantly some of the resets in this game right now. Oklahoma City has 1 timeout remaining in this game. Over the last 6:48, the Spurs have 3 timeouts remaining. The Thunder do not have a challenge left. The Spurs do have their challenge remaining. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has 33 points in 36 minutes. He's 11-19 from the field with 7 assists. But the next leading scorer for the Thunder is Jared McCain, who's got a dozen. 11 for Jalen Williams. 10.
Where is Chet Holmgren? I thought he was better than Wembanyama.
Thunder do not win. Will be
Where is Chet? Come on, bro.
to an nth degree.
Come on, bro.
30 minutes, 4 points, 4 rebounds. Meanwhile, for the Spurs, 5 in double figures, led by 22 points, 7 rebounds, and a block for Victor Wembanyama. But he has 5 fouls. Julian Champagnie with 17, De'Aaron Fox with a massive Game 7, 15 points tonight. Wembanyama will start on the bench here out of this timeout with the 5 fouls with Luke Cornett on. Hartenstein's back in. In the minutes that Victor has sat tonight, the Spurs have lost them, but only by 1. Spurs basketball up 6, 2-possession game. Dylan Harper brings it up the floor. Harper out there with Castle, Cornett, Vassell, and Champagnie. Looking for Cornett. Aaron pass by Harper. Taken away by Hartenstein. He goes the length of the floor. He's blocked. What a block by Luke Cornett. He turns away Hartenstein. Champagnie at the other end. Back to Castle. Castle up top between his legs. Over to Champagnie. 12 to shoot. Castle. Right side, Vassell with a screen. Castle down to 8, down to 7. Castle, step back, free throw line jumper, good! Step on Castle.
Bucket.
His first field
What's
goal
up with it?
Second half, 14
Get
points
some.
in the game.
Let's go, y'all.
91, 6:04 to play. Jason Wallace brings it up the floor. Bounce pass over to Gilgeous-Alexander, left side. Screen from Hartenstein, runs into the double team, out to Wallace. Wallace into the paint, ball fake, then threw it right through the hands of Hartenstein. It's a turnover on the Thunder, and the Spurs with the ball back, and Victor Wembanyama will come back into the game with 5 fouls. Luke Cornett with maybe the block of the game on Isaiah Hartenstein on what appeared to be a certain 2 points after a turnover by Dylan Harper. Harper now with a pick and pop. Wembanyama out top, left wing Vassell. Sidesteps Wallace. Skip pass. Champagnie in the right corner. Step back. Right wing 3. Got it!
Bucket!
JC
Bucket!
three.
What's
And the
up
Spurs
with
by
it?
11.
Let's
91,
get it.
5:25 to play. It's a 20-point night for Champagnie. 6 3-pointers. Up top, Caruso attacking in the paint. Puts it off the glass for 2. Caruso's got a dozen. Lead is 9, 102-93.
Come on, Caruso. We need some threes, homie.
Picked up in the backcourt by Wallace. Gets it across the timeline. Brushing off Wallace. Trying to look for Victor. Castle looking. Finally gets it over to D. Harp. 9 on the shot clock. Harper right side. Harper behind his back. Between his legs. Left-hand dribble. Stops. Turns. In trouble. Lost the ball. On the deck. Picked up by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Rookie mistake. Rookie. Dribbling too much. Quit dribbling.
That might have been a rush shot by Oklahoma City. Spurs with the ball under 5 minutes to go. Still not considered a clutch time game, but man, it feels like it. Castle with it right side. Guarded by McCain. Brushing him off. Out to Champagnie. Another 3 on the way. In and out. Rebound. Harper puts it back up and in. Timeout. Oklahoma City.
Bro.
Offensive rebound.
Bro.
Harper.
Bro.
And he lays it back up and in. And the Spurs have the champs on the ropes. 104-93. 4:26 to play. Spurs Radio. Game 7 of the Western Conference Finals continues in a moment.
Appreciate y'all hanging out with me. The game is far from over, especially if Victor Wembanyama get another foul. That'll just be terrible. But they can play without him. That may not be a good thing tonight. Where's Chet Holmgren at, bro? Come on, Chet. Hey, y'all know how Chet always say he better than Victor. Not in this series. Not this season. I don't know.
Winning this third or fourth quarter, rather, 24-16, as they push their lead to 11 here. 104-93, 4:26 remaining in the ball game. The Spurs tonight, as they have done all season, have been simply a collective effort. 5 in double figures tonight. Julian Champagnie, 4 threes in this second half.
The youngsters out there looking like veterans, like they've been there before.
Wallace right side hands to SGA. Gildas Alexander. Guarded by Champagnie, 7 on the shot clock. SGA attacks, step back, left wing jumper. Good as he hits the net.
Bucket.
35 for Gildas Alexander.
He needed that.
And the Spurs
Hey,
use the
MVP.
timeout here.
MVP. He playing like it, carrying his team.
Should be noted, Oklahoma City has no timeouts remaining in the game. Spurs have 2 left. In
No
a
timeouts,
9-point
no
game.
challenges.
There have been some questionable management decisions from Mark Dagnall in using 2 challenges before the 4th quarter and burning through all of his timeouts here. And in a 3-possession game with 4:05 to play, you don't have the luxury of advancing the ball. Obviously, as the possessions get tighter and tighter.
Miss Johnson has definitely outcoached Mark Dagnall. No doubt about it. No doubt about it. Win or lose, he's been outcoached. The whole series, really.
And the Spurs still work to do, up by 9 with 4:05 to go, but I can't speak enough of the performance across the board by this group here tonight. And doesn't take into account the second half for Keldon Johnson, who has been phenomenal with 9 points in the second half and 11 in the game. A huge block of the rim by Luke Cornett, and just play after play by Dylan Harper in this game. Spurs bench 24 points tonight, and they've needed every single one of them. All right, Spurs ball, up by 9 here. Fox, Castle, Wembanyama, Champagnie, Dylan Harper. And it's amazing that we see Fox, Castle, and Dylan Harper on the floor in the final 4 minutes of the biggest game of the year. Castle up top, guarded by Caruso, bounce pass to Harper, left side. Guarded by Gildas Alexander to Fox on the right wing, 8 on the shot clock. Back to D. Harp, behind his back. Step back jumper over SGA. Yes, sir! Dylan Harper, another silencer in the face of the 2-time MVP.
Rookie.
And the Spurs push the lead back
Get
to
some.
a dozen.
Get some.
107-95.
Get
Harper's
some.
got 12. Gildas Alexander underneath Jalen Williams. Kick out Wallace. Right corner 3's good. 107-98. Wallace knocks down his 3rd 3 of the half. He's got a dozen. Dylan Harper, though, with a massive shot in the face of SGA. Left side here controlled. Steph Castle. Gildas Alexander monitoring him. Castle, right hand, waist-high dribble. Screen coming from Wembanyama. SGA fighting through it, stays with it. Shot clock at 8. Castle to his left. Castle had it knocked away, gets it back, goes up, knocked out of his hands. Turnover.
Defense.
Wallace in
Defense.
transition. Brings it back out. Caruso holds, gives it to SGA. 2:50 to play. Gildas Alexander pestered by Fox. Right side of the hash marks. Fox all over Gildas Alexander. Breaks free to the right side. Cut off, knocked out of his hands. Gets it back to Caruso, around to Jalen Williams. Williams with 2 to shoot. Got to put it up in the face of Harper. No good. Chet Holmgren knocks it out of bounds. That's going to be Spurs basketball.
Come on, Chet Holmgren.
Holmgren unable to secure the offensive rebound, and the Spurs with the ball up 9 with 2:31 to play.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
The defending champs are on the ropes. 2:25 to go. Dylan Harper brings it up the floor. Guarded out top there by Wallace. Harper spins away from Wallace, makes his move, goes up, and he's blocked to the rim there by Holmgren, who's trying to throw it down on the top.
There you go, Chet.
Holmgren with the block. Numbers for the Thunder. Gildas Alexander back to Caruso. Off to SGA left side. Gildas Alexander. Bounce pass. Wallace, right wing 3 is up. It's good.
Bucket.
And it's a
Kason Wallace.
107-101. Exactly 2 minutes remaining. Under fans come to their feet. Castle over to Dylan Harper, right side. Guarded by Caruso at the hash marks. Skip pass across to Castle. Screen Wembanyama. Victor rolling. Castle attacking. Gets it back out to Fox. Shot clock at 7. Wembanyama the catch. Right elbow. Sweeps through. Triple team. Out to Castle. Castle with 2. Lost the ball. Back-to-back turnovers on the Spurs. 95 seconds to go. 6-point game. Gilgeous-Alexander. Between his legs, behind his back. Step back three over Champagnie. Short, it's an air ball. Holmgren saves it, but off the backside of the rim. And it'll be Spurs ball with 1:23 to go.
They only up 6. There's time. No turnovers. No turnovers.
Last 7 minutes of this game with 5 fouls. Dylan Harper will come out. Spurs on the ball, 83 seconds remaining, and up by 6. 107-101. And now, Jared McCain will come back in here for Chet Holmgren. Devin Vassell to inbound here for Castle. 80 seconds left. Spurs by 6. 107-101. Castle. Backing off Wallace. Left arm, and now gets it into the hands of Wembanyama. Victor out beyond the arc, 10 to shoot. Shovels off to Fox, turns the corner. Fox moving to his right, out to Vassell. Vassell, left wing Champagnie, 3 to shoot. Champagnie steps up, left the shot short. Castle with a rebound, puts it back in.
Bro.
And the Spurs by 8 under a minute to play. 58 seconds left. Wallace attacking, takes it all the way high off the glass for 2. 109-103, but again, the Thunder, no timeouts left. Spurs with the ball. Oklahoma City is going to have to think about fouling here soon. 6-point game. Castle bumping off there. Caruso into the double team. Castle tied up, and timeout Mitch Johnson.
Hey.
With 42.9 seconds.
This is why you don't use all of your challenges and timeouts before the fourth quarter.
2.9 to go. Spurs by 6. Spurs Radio, Game 7 of the Western Conference Finals continues in a moment.
Before the fourth quarter. Sorry about that. Let me turn her down. Yeah. You use all your timeouts and no challenges. You can't do anything with play. You can't do anything with play. You can substitute, but you can't call a timeout to substitute. I appreciate y'all hanging out with me, man. We got a nice little crowd out there. I'm Potoi. Hey, hell of a basketball game tonight. Man. If you didn't know, the Spurs beat the Thunder 4 out of 5 games in the regular season. So my thought was, out of 7, it come to a 1-game winner take all. The Spurs had a good chance. The Spurs had a good chance because they not scared in San Antonio. Oh, back to the ball game.
To hand the NBA a different champion for an 8th straight season and a different Western Conference Finals participant.
Come on, guys.
NBA Finals for a 7th consecutive year. Spurs ball. Castle will take it on the far sideline. 42.9 seconds remaining. Spurs down to 1 timeout. Castle looking at inbound, gets it high up, looking for Wembanyama, was tipped away and turned over.
Uh-oh, here we go. They needed 3.
Side finds the seam. Gilgeous-Alexander lobs it back out. 17 seconds here on the shot clock. Wallace looking, kicks to Williams. Kenrich Williams for 3, no good. Rebound, tipped down. Castle has it. He lost it though. We're down to 24 seconds left. SGA to Dort, left wing 3, but before the shot, a foul on the floor. Foul is on De'Aaron Fox. That's the first foul in the last 2 minutes, but we are down to 22.3 seconds remaining. And again, the Thunder, no timeouts left. The Spurs are down to 1 timeout remaining. Champagnie will come in for Harper, McCain, and Jalen Williams will come in. Kenrich Williams was the one who took that last shot of the right corner. And Dort got the shot off, but the foul was called first on Fox. All right, 22.3. That's what's left in the game. Spurs by 6. And Caruso inbounding on the far sideline. Looking. No timeouts. Going to get it in. Finally gets it into Jalen Williams. Back to Caruso. 20 seconds left straight away. Caruso pulls up for 3. Air ball. Out of bounds. Last touch by Champagnie. But you knock 6 seconds off the clock. 17.1 seconds remaining. And the Spurs lead it by 6, 109-103. Now the question is, shot clock is off. That was because there was 22-3 remaining. So Caruso will inbound, looking, gets it out to Jalen Williams. Williams trapped to the left side, down to 14, across the wall, a straightaway three, no good! Rebound, Champagnie, he secures it, ahead to Fox, quickly to Vassell, and the Spurs are gonna win! Tomahawk slam! Devin Vassell, and you can turn out the lights
Cut
in
him
the
out.
gym
Cut him
here
out.
tonight.
Cut him
A
out.
magical season that has superseded every expectation will continue as the Spurs are headed to the NBA Finals for the first time since 2014.
Basically, what I was going to say, they not scared of OKC anywhere.
Throne, the defending champion Oklahoma City Thunder here tonight in Lower Bricktown. As the Spurs celebrate on the floor. And Victor Wembanyama holding his hands to his head and looking at the crowd. And the San Antonio Spurs are advancing to the NBA Finals. And a chance for a sixth NBA championship as the Spurs go to the finals for the 8th time in franchise history. What a game. What a game here tonight in Oklahoma City as the Spurs will come together with the Thunder and start to shake hands. We will keep the ceremonies right here as we'll have the presentation of the Oscar Robertson Trophy. And the Thunder fans leaving dejected as the Spurs will dethrone Oklahoma City and advance to the NBA Finals beginning Wednesday night at the Frost Bank Center against the New York Knicks. So many stars in this one here tonight. But I would say the star among stars, Julian Champagnie. And he'll be our Frost game changer tonight. 6 of 10 from downtown, his second 20-point game of these playoffs. And Champagnie with 4 huge threes in the second half. But he wasn't the only one. Performances across the board. 15 big ones tonight from De'Aaron Fox, who's been hobbled with an ankle sprain. 16 for Steph Castle, who fought through defending Shai Gilgeous-Alexander for much of the night. A dozen for Dylan Harper. How about 11 for Keldon Johnson, and 9 of those coming in the second half. And 11 points for Devin Vassell, again, just so consistent as he has been throughout the course of the NBA playoffs. And the Spurs celebrating a return trip to the NBA Finals for the first time since 2014. And the city of San Antonio, this one is certainly for you. You have bought into this team from the beginning. You have hung with them since day one. And even going back to those first preseason games when the Spurs ripped off 5 in a row to start the preseason, won their first 5 of the regular season. And it just felt like there was something magical brewing in the air. And here we are on the second to last night in the month of May, and the San Antonio Spurs are headed to the NBA Finals for the 8th time in franchise history as the Western Conference champions. And again, we await for the presentation of the Oscar Robertson Trophy on the floor as the Spurs put the t-shirts on, adorn the Western Conference champion caps. And once again, this team.
Hey, I appreciate y'all. Y'all make sure y'all have a good rest of your Saturday. Hell, I'll see you Wednesday night. I'll be crunk. I'll be ready. Appreciate y'all.
And particularly the Jackals, who have been with them all.
Hit the like button on your way out, if you will, please. Thank you. Thank you for the likes. Thank you for the new subscribers. Appreciate you.
It was
Spurs.
Unbelievable about how it progressed. And looks like we are now set for the presentation of the Oscar Robertson Trophy, as handed out to the Western Conference champion, your San Antonio Spurs.
Western Conference Finals trophies. Please welcome NBC's Maria Taylor.
Thank you. A very emotional, happy, and elated Spurs team here. The Western Conference Championship trophy is named after one of the greatest to ever do it, Big O, Oscar Robertson. And here to accept the Oscar Robertson Trophy on behalf of the Western Conference Finals champion, Peter Holt, the Spurs Managing Director. Peter, trophy's yours.
Peter John Holt, managing partner of the San Antonio Spurs, accepting the Oscar Robertson Trophy.
All right, Coach
and
Brandon,
handing it to Victor Wembanyama.
You have had an incredible young team that has answered every single challenge. Can you describe what type of resolve they've showed you to make it to the NBA Finals this season?
Back in October, we knew we had a chance to be pretty good, and they've just given themselves to each other and to the program and everything that we've done. Oklahoma City's a hell of an organization, and what a series. And there's been a lot being talked about, and I think just words like competitiveness, resolve, togetherness, execution, habits, they don't give a damn about the word experience.
I'm guessing you knew before any of us did that they were going to come into this Game 7 and bring that trophy.
What did he just say?
What were you guys?
They don't give a damn about the word experience. What I've been talking about all night. They ready. They ready.
12 times now, and we played them our last 6 games, and we know what we're made of and what we're built, and we had to go out and execute it, and they did that.
All right, congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Potoi.
All right, the Western Conference Finals Most Valuable Player Trophy is aptly named after one of the greatest ever, Magic Johnson. The winner of the Magic Johnson Trophy as the 2026 Western Conference Finals Most Valuable Player, Victor Wembanyama.
Victor Wembanyama awarded the Magic Johnson Trophy as the Western Conference Finals MVP.
Congratulations, Wemby, that's yours. All right, Wemby. You immediately were emotional when that clock hit 0-0. Walk me through what was going through your mind as you celebrated with your team and they held you up.
Realizing that some part of a childhood dream is going to come true. Even though we're still hungry, we want more. This feeling is, I can't explain it. It's so powerful.
You guys had to withstand a lot of punches against the defending champion, and you had to come into their house to walk away with this championship and opportunity to play in the NBA Finals. Just describe the guys that are behind you and the confidence they instill in you.
They don't even know how much I love them. They're just incredible. Everybody stepped up tonight. We know everybody got each other's back. I love these guys.
It's so interesting, Wemby, because Game 1, we watched an MVP trophy get handed out, and then you get to walk away with this trophy. You win the Western Conference Finals, and you are the Finals MVP of the Western Conference. What does it mean for all of those things to come together in one series for you?
This doesn't mean anything, but the fact that we're a team, we got that together in it for all of us, and for all the fans right here.
Let me ask you something for the fans. You get to bring the NBA Finals Game 1 to San Antonio. And your first run in the
Game 1.
What does that
Texas,
mean to you
Texas,
and your
boy,
family?
Texas.
It means everything. We want 4 more. We're not done. Go Spurs, go!
Congratulations, guys. Continue celebrating.
The San Antonio
Mike,
Spurs
back to you.
head into the NBA Finals for the first time since 2014. It'll be a rematch of the 1999 NBA Finals and the first Spurs championship coming up Wednesday night at the Frost Bank Center as the Spurs will take on the New York Knicks after the Spurs, in a hard-fought 7 games, eliminate the defending champion Oklahoma City Thunder on their home floor by a final of 111-103. We'll take a break. When we come back, we'll recap all the scoring, all the highlights, all the analysis from this one here tonight. We'll be joined by our impact player of the game downstairs outside the Spurs locker room. We'll revisit with Carl Schoening and talk to him about what this Spurs team continues to achieve. And we'll look ahead unbelievably to Game 1 of the NBA Finals, which will come up Wednesday night at the Frost Bank Center as the Spurs will entertain the New York Knicks. All that coming up. Our Spurs post-game coverage continues from the Paycom Center right after this. Spurs win tonight, 111-103. Next Spurs broadcast coming up Wednesday night, Game 1 of the NBA Finals, Spurs and the Knicks. Spurs Radio gets you started. The Spurs Radio game night beginning at 7. Our tip time just after 7:30. Don't go anywhere. A lot more to come here from Oklahoma City. Spurs Radio, Game 7 of the Western Conference Finals continues in a moment.
Hey, until next time, Potoi. Appreciate the love, y'all. Spurs, Texas.
From the abyss is where I saw the last days before. Judgment of this planet through currents of world war. Hardcore from tip off to quarter number 4. Nigga, what you gon' do when the feds at your door? With that Glock shit, your block shit, locked it down. Better rock shit. On stage, apocalypse now. Manage your time while the clock tick. International hostage with the hot clips. See if they can stop this. Aliens that's watching us from cockpits. Soon to release the virus that be toxic. 666, more deadly than your classic Marv flicks. Pushing for us toward production, keep it crumb from introduction. Now what's my function? Push it together like conjunctions. These motherfucking politicians don't want it bumping, but we dropping jewels. Styles identical to killing tools. You'll be left to die on this earth if you're not willing to accept the truth. Black Eagle team to provide the proof. In the last days, busting shots from the project roof. And now you stand accused from the black man that's been abused. A nigga bomb with a short fuse. I represent the dirty, Luke 12 to I-30. Some niggas hustle, meet another nigga slanging birdies. But on the microphone, these motherfuckers ain't worthy. They ain't worthy. What? We represent that dirty. You don't wanna battle me, nigga. I brought that Southern Brigade. It's gonna take a whole cavalry of niggas to try to stop the onslaught. Perform hot in southern spots. Keep that gold 7-shot cock. Now you chopping across the parking lot and kicking rocks. Coming out your shoes, stuffing your socks. The dreadlocks got your verbal vehicle on lock. When shit pops, I can count on my Stokes Road. Niggas, they don't stop. Now tell me what's your ambition? Incarcerated like my nigga Clinton. Loose terrorist to San Quentin. And can I mention South Dallas, the North Denton. Snatching mics and slapping niggas, got these hoes flinching. This is big pimpin'. Step in the club, right leg limping. Head to the bar, about to start tripping. Or hit the stage and mind start flipping. This Black Eagle team, third coast, third dimension. We on the scent, I represent that dirty. Luke 12 to I-30. To me, the future's clear, but other nigga vision blurry. But on the microphone, these motherfuckers ain't worthy. Them ain't worthy. Represent that dirty. Luke 12 to I-30. Some niggas hustle, meet another nigga slanging birdies. But on the microphone, these motherfuckers ain't worthy. They ain't worthy. What? They represent that dirty. For my South niggas. All my Dallas, Texas niggas. All my Houston, Texas niggas.